Not everyone's a Grandmaster. But that doesn't mean these stars aren't some of the greatest creators and people in chess.
Oh!
The poor eval bar.
That was one of the most exhilarating games I've been a part of.
Presenting the best of the best.
I feel the rook!
That aren't the best.
Oh. Danny!
The I'm Not a GM Speed Chess Championship 2022.
Oh
King.
no.
We've seen the first Botez Gambit. What a way to start off.
Evan would not be proud, Alex.
Watch your favorite creators scramble.
And now Levy's up. It's me! It's me! Rook F1's me!
Oh my goodness!
Blunder.
Oh, Queen F7 mate! Queen F7 mate!
and play some brilliancies.
Wait, it's still me! What a find! What a find by Lars! That was amazing!
Watch live on chess.com/TV.
Welcome back, everyone, to the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship presented by Landover. I'm International Master Levy Rosman. I have the honor of not just doing commentary today with Grandmaster Jeffrey Zhang, but also meeting him for the first time. So hi, Jeffrey. Nice to meet you. This is the last semifinal matchup. So if you don't know by now, we'll take you once again through the bracket of this event. I feel like we've had a lot of interesting results, unpredicted results. Today we are going to crown the last semifinalist to qualify to play against Eric Rosen in what will be ultimately the last match of the season. And that is the matchup between FIDE Master, not even IM, but crushing all of us, James Canty III. And that's GM Canty, as well as International Master Lawrence Trent, who's on a redemption path after last year's head-to-head matchup against Greg Shahade. So super exciting. And with that, let's take a look at the insights, smarter chess predictions, or rather, I thought they were the exact same. I apologize. It's my first time running the show. But yeah, the insights are, I mean, their accuracy is extremely close, wins by flag, extremely close, losses the same. Super close matchup, and that's why our match probability is 47% for Canty and 53% to Lawrence Trent. And so with that, Jeffrey, I just want to ask you, do you agree? This is like the most fun part of the show, right? Just like beefing with smarter chess.
Yeah, it is. But okay, first of all, let me say, Levy, nice to meet you too. It's great to be here. I was really pumped for this matchup specifically. I think these two guys, you know, they have such fun and energetic personalities. And I think they're both going to be super confident. Like, you get the impression they just think they're going to tear the other apart. So we'll see how it goes. I think I have a pretty similar estimation as Smarter Chess. I think it could really go either way. I see many swings coming. And yeah, what do you make of this?
I think that was that one of the first times in history that a player was predicted to score the same score in every segment, 3.5 for Canty in literally every single segment. That would seem unlikely, but I mean, this is so close. This might be one of the closest matchups Smarter Chess has ever predicted. And literally, it just comes down to one game in the 5+1. I mean, we'll see. All I know is that they both bring unpredictable openings to the table. I think Lawrence more than Canty. I played Canty. It was not a walk in the park at all. There was a very good chance I almost lost that matchup in the second season of this event. I've almost never played Lawrence, but I feel like he has that style where if he gets hot and he's on, he can be unstoppable. He can definitely play at GM level. The same can be said for James. Yeah, I mean, as I said in the pre-hype, he has he doesn't even have the IM title yet. So
yeah, totally. Definitely echo what you're saying. And for me personally, I only got to see James just the other day when I had the opportunity to commentate. For Lawrence, I've only seen him play like a blitz match with Hikaru. I think it was some sort of handicap over the board in Isle of Man. So that's the only chance I've gone to see Lawrence.
wow.
So yeah.
Is Queen F3 a move here, by the way? There's always these early Queen F3s against the, but we already have a super dynamic. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you caught it. And I've never actually seen this particular position. So yeah, it looks very interesting though.
Wow, 92. And I guess the idea nowadays in all these Jobava Londons is to play G4, G5. Jeffrey, as our commentary spokesperson of the Super GM Club, what's going on with this Jobava London? I mean, are we going to start seeing it at all in classical games at 2700, or you think it's mostly a blitz and rapid thing? Because position looks great already for white, but this is not the level of the Super GMs.
Right, it is a good question. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Hans Niemann, he did a very big course on this and added a lot of new ideas, some innovative things. And he is currently a Super GM. So I think you know, maybe he will in fact start throwing it in even in classical.
I mean, so far, absolutely nothing to complain about for Canty. I did notice that he has been playing this quite a bit more. What's the next step here for White? I mean, my first instinct was to open up the rook with DC, but is it just H4, G5? I mean, throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, I think you could actually do a few things here as White. Both moves you mentioned make a lot of sense. I like DC2 playing actually on the D file. Maybe I go like knight C3 and could pressure B4, could jump to B5. So I like how James has started this game.
The unfortunate, well, I was just about to say that the unfortunate thing for Black is that you probably have to castle short. But White has already made it very clear that G5, H5 is on the way. So is he just going to keep his king in the center? Like, is that the idea here? I was trying to go knight D5.
I mean, that might be his idea, but it better be temporary because I think once this D file opens, you have to, I mean, you just have to castle at some point.
That, by the way, bishop E5 stops knight D5 complete. That's a great move, by the way, bishop E5. Like, very annoying move. I don't know what Black does if not castle now, but
yeah, but you would be just casting kind of right into the fire. And I think, yeah, maybe knight f4 is the first step and then just G5, H5 blast the whole thing.
you would start with oh yeah, to prevent knight H5 completely, right? Because if G5 now, there's knight H5, although there's then queen G4 and G6 would simply lose a rook. So
yeah, I could definitely see merit to going like G5 right away, but kind of from the school where you put the pieces out first and then you start your action.
Well, I'm just going to say if Canty's playing moves you're suggesting, I think we're in good shape. He plays moves I'm suggesting, maybe not so much. I mean, this is crazy. He's just completely winning in 15 moves. First game. This is a big statement.
It is, yeah. And I remember, I think Danny, he said it. I heard him say like, he ran into Lawrence. Lawrence is in Madrid, by the way. And Lawrence was saying like, yeah, he was feeling really, really confident against Canty, but I interviewed Canty as well, and he was ready to go. So this is basically a clash of two really confident players. So it's just going to be really, really fun, I think.
Wow, this is incredible. Knight takes G7 on the way. I think Lawrence is doing his best report impression. He's going to play King D7, just like report did yesterday. And well, the prophecy's coming true. He's leaving his king in the center. He doesn't have a choice anymore. Yeah, you could say Lawrence's chess is out of this world, just like his background. He's got, there's been some, apparently C3 gave it all away, by the way. What did you see that? It just, eval plummeted.
I saw, yeah, but I'm like, what Lawrence is doing, I mean, it looks weird, but I kind of like it. He put a knight on D5 completely cementing, so his king on D7 is very safe. And then, I mean, I'm worried about White's king. There are no pieces defending it, and look at this.
Yeah, what was the mistake? I guess C3 just acknowledging the attack was wrong. He had to go F3 and just keep his foot on the gas. And in that position, if knight takes E3 were to happen, which does look very reasonable, apparently, oh my goodness, D5, which is,
yeah,
I think like virtually unfindable. I mean, I don't know. This just seems.
Yeah, let's just say it might be risky for James to play like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unfindable for me. I would have never done that. I don't think I would have played C3 because A5, B5 is on the way. But I mean, to sack a rook, if that was the only way, then I don't think we can really fault him. Queen G4. He wants to sack. He wants to sack. Oh.
Yeah, rook A6 though. Great find there by Lawrence, I think.
The fact that F3, according to the computer, is the only way that White can get advantage, just sacking E3, it just goes to show how tough winning this will be. Even at some point now, like F3 will be. Queen H7, Queen E4, but then Knight C3. So
right, yeah, Queen H7. Actually, it is playable. I was going to say Rook H8, but there would be Knight E6, so it is playable. But yeah, this is a razor sharp position.
This is really well done by Lawrence and testament to the confidence in the playing style. I feel like down a couple of pawns.
Sure. So now I think you just go B4, right?
Yeah. White has no threats. White has no threats. Bishop A3.
Bishop A3 that uncovers like the pin. So 96 might be
in
the air.
96.
I mean, it's not even that isn't clear at all, right? Rook e6.
Yeah, it's definitely better safe than sorry. Better just play b4 because you don't damage your position. Is he calculating something with rook h8? Maybe he thinks.
Yeah, but rook h8 96.
Yeah, but what could he be spending time on then?
I think he's deciding b4 bishop a3.
I see.
And okay, does go b4.
Does go for b4. I mean, goodness, I part of me just wishes I only had the eval bar. I might just turn off the engine. It's suggesting f4, king a1, and rook h2. Like, this is just, I mean, if you play rook h2 here, like, just call the fair play team. That's much more humanist to keep, attention over there. g6. And yeah, I mean, this is a coin toss game. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, so I would definitely look into playing f5 as Lawrence just closing that bishop. But okay, he ignores it entirely.
BC. That was the best move. That was apparently the move that kept things going. Okay, what's Canty's idea after just queen takes pawn?
Maybe he can actually go knight e6 because queen h7, knight f8, and he should trade queens if he can, I think.
I thought knight e6, some c2 intermezzo to try to play queen f2.
Oh wow!
But white goes king b1, no? Or rook d.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think you have anything concrete there with black, and if you don't, your king is the one that's going to be hunted down. So
yeah. Plus, you'll lose the rook on g8 if queen comes down to it. Yeah,
that is an important detail. But besides knight e6, I don't see another option because you really have to act here.
Yeah, you cannot acknowledge the attack on c3. This is a demoralizing game with white because you were just breezing the first 10, 15 moves, and all of a sudden, things went downhill and got ugly real fast.
Very true. Yeah, I mean, you got to tip your cap how Lawrence played that, just sacking pawns, put the king on d7 and play.
Yep. Rook g1.
Wait a second though. Isn't queen f2 he has like some rook g2 or what's going on?
Actually, yeah, I don't. Yeah, rook g2, queen. I don't know where it's going. Back to f7.
Yeah, maybe you have to. Okay, rook b6 also makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Yeah, now there's some real problems. I mean, rook pawn just attacking here was not a huge deal, but rook is a big problem.
Yeah, it is. And actually, I mean, as James, I would have been looking into knight e6, but in this case, you gotta assume that would be losing.
Well, I keep trying to make this sacrifice work to play queen f2. So like knight e6, rook b2, and then like rook a2, but white can maybe play king b1.
Yeah, maybe I'm still surviving, but like, yeah, believe me, I'm not happy to play like that.
Yeah, from my experience, okay, he's ultimately played it. Here comes rook b2. I feel like Trent will play rook b2, rook a2. I don't know much about his style, but I mean, it's like force mate if Canty takes king a1, rook a2 to try to play this. But
sure, yeah, why not?
But white will just
but ultimately you will have to decide. Probably you trade queens and just go into the end game, right?
Yeah,
yes.
That would be so hard for me to do. I gotta tell you. I mean, I would just try to checkmate, but yeah, I mean, he thinks that it's winning, and probably it is. What's the material? What?
No, I mean, look
to draw now. Apparently.
Yeah, maybe you have to put the king on c6 instead. But wait, so is white gonna start some sort of attack now? Rook g8, rook g7.
This is insane.
Oh, actually, yeah, this is just a draw if white wants.
What just happened? I'm so confused. What?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's chess for you.
I feel like Naroditsky would like pull up the game. I don't even. What just happened? I'm trying to find the archive button. Like if we can pull up the. I mean that was unbelievable. Maybe we can. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we can. We should definitely pull it. But I believe Lawrence had to go up with the king instead of down.
Yes, you're right. Yes, king to c6 was the winning move, because when you lose the queen, there's check, and the black king is completely safe. And this combination of factors leads Lawrence not up any material at all, but with just this unstoppable checkmating attack while his own king is completely safe. Wow.
Yeah, and there's even a line at like if you go forward where the king starts running up the board, like rook g6, king b5, bishop d7,
King b5.
b4.
King b. Oh, that's and then the king's gonna go smother the other king to death with his bare hands. It's like that's
exactly.
That's amazing. All right, let's get back to the live game here.
But I mean, if that's any preview for what we're gonna see, I mean, we are really in for an epic match, I think.
I think one side was just losing. I just pulled up the game. It was like plus 2.8 or something. What's happening?
Wait, this game 2.8?
Yeah, just now. Like I literally just pulled the game up. Yeah, knight e5 takes knight d5, and apparently the black queen is just in serious trouble here. I don't really understand why this is +2, but supposedly it's plus 2.5. So this is going to be a great match. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that idea was even out of my pay grade. Like, I don't understand what is the big deal there. But all right.
I don't know. Yeah, Lawrence has the better side of a Sicilian sideline. He played queen z4, queen e3 on move 4 and 5. When did this start becoming popular? Like to take with the queen and not even pin the black knight, but rather go back to e3?
Yeah, this is something that I think maybe I don't know who pioneered it, but I know Hare Krishna was one of the guys who was playing it a lot. Demchenko also. So this is something, it's like a concept where you force your opponent into a Maroczy position.
Yeah, and now the d5 score is a bit weak. And I think slightly different than a typical Maroczy is the fact that black has already played e5, right? I mean, usually e6 is there, b5 is on the way. Is g4 one of the common ideas about the against the Maroczy? I mean,
yeah, I've definitely seen it, and in this position, I think it makes a lot of sense. I think his idea is just probably h4, g5, open up maybe the h file and just attack.
Where exactly is black's counterplay? Like, is he going for b5 now?
Yeah, he is. I think that's probably his best try, but I don't know if it's really in time. Like, I'd be much more concerned about the king side.
So g5 is the next move for white, right? I mean,
yeah,
there's not much else. Yeah, there's b5, and now
because yeah, it's starting to maybe resemble how Nepo beat Duda yesterday, where he blasts up the h file and black's pieces just can't really help out.
King g2, rook h1, or am I too naive? How do you win after black plays knight f8?
Yeah, I mean, this famous saying where, I mean, you can never get mated with the knight on f8, but here it's probably like, even if I don't sort of, have a forced mate or a configuration, I think just the long-term being in that bind is going to really make it hard for you.
Yeah, and in the meantime, James has to decide what he's going to do with the b pawn. I mean, he can take on c4 and create a weakness. He can play b4, but then the knight moves. He could take a2 after the knight moves, potentially. Bishop g4 is an interesting move.
Yeah, I think it's his concept to play on the c file. Maybe he wants to jump knight d5 next.
And you don't care about a2, right? Not a position you need to count pawns.
I do care. I'm just I'm trying to sort of understand how he's thinking. Like, knight d5 takes. Okay, he takes first.
Okay.
Oh, f3 is clever. So he wants to protect a2 laterally.
So that's a clear indication he does in fact want to keep the a pawn.
Yeah, it is. And okay, so basically, if he does get knight, he's played this really positionally, actually.
I mean, I'm looking at queen f2 and bishop to b6, but rook c2 is definitely a thing as well. Is he just going to play like a 2-on-1? I mean, on the queen side, is that some a4 in the future? Knight d5,
I think knight d5 is probably his next move, but just not right away because I think you're waiting for b4. Like if you jump now, there's might be some queen e1 at the end. So,
that would be absolutely brutal, and that wins everything. That move, if the rook were to move, yeah.
Better not to miss that. So I like, queen f2 seems when he does play it. Okay.
Yeah, queen f2. Okay, so we're not getting mate on the h file. We're getting like a long-term kind of grind here. Knight d5 now is possible again. Queen e1 has been stopped. Bishop b6 is a threat. I kind of hate that move, but I get it.
Yeah.
I just feel like the queen is a little bit stuck because you go back to c7, you hang b5. I mean,
True. It does feel fishy, but at the same time, I mean, if you can't refute it, looks reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, probably just you got to go knight d5, right? How else can you improve the position here?
I was looking for some really weird ideas, but it's probably too speculative.
We could get weird.
You want to get weird? Okay.
Yeah, get weird.
I was looking at like b4 with the idea of queen b4, bishop c5, trying to make use of some pin.
Oh, that's weird. That is super weird. Wow. This is why I love it. I mean, I was like b4 loses a pawn. What a bad move by me. But then you came with a haymaker over the top, bishop c5, and then you're saying if queen a5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, like, at the end of the day, am I happy about that? So, yeah, Lawrence also thinks better of it. Oh, he takes with the pawn.
What?
Fair enough.
Okay. I mean, but why not take with the rook? Is the idea rook c6?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think most Russian school players would not have recaptured with the pawn, but I understand his point.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe just double here.
So rook dc1, go down to c. There's
potentially. Wow, bishop. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Me neither.
Wow.
That is an amazing move. And the rook is trapped.
Yeah, you were right when you said, you weren't sure about that rook on a6, and Lawrence takes full advantage.
Wow, incredible move. Bishop c8, and I mean, you probably should give up the rook for the dark squared bishop.
For sure. I think actually that position, I mean, it's definitely not game over.
You want to be disrespectful, you can play bishop b6 here, by the way.
Yeah, bishop b6, that would force queen a3. I don't know if you've accomplished anything there.
Except just disrespect.
Yeah, just disrespect. Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Yes.
And he is a very I would say, okay, I wouldn't say he's disrespectful person, although maybe you could make that argument, but he has a disrespectful playing style.
Yes, indeed. I liked how you had to like hit the pause button on the thought on your. No, I mean, listen, he's got the exchange up here. I mean, Canty still has some chances given the opposite colored bishops, but the problem is that he can't move. It doesn't. I mean, knight h7 maybe.
The one good news is g5 is a bit soft, so you could imagine a scenario where if Lawrence isn't careful, that pawn just gets picked off.
Yeah, now I would just play a4.
Yeah, a4 uncovers the queen, but yeah, I like how he's approaching this. So there's knight h7.
Queen, yeah, his dark squared bishop just never got into the game. Maybe he'll play f5. I mean,
f5. No, that there is a world. Yeah, there is a world where f5. Maybe can you get away with it now or no?
Wait, yeah, a2 was just hanging there.
Yeah, but he takes d6.
Queen b1. I mean, some harassment. I don't know. I mean, of course, black is lost, but queen b1.
Okay, yeah, rook c6 is gonna cut him off.
That's a good move. It's a great move. Yeah.
Oh wait, but can you go queen? Queen e1 is very strong here, forcing the queens off.
Yes, and there's also no like rook a7 idea because it was also covered, but queen e1 This is a cold shower. He's gonna have to at least trade queens, and if he doesn't trade rooks, pawn is just gonna go up d6, d7, and
Yeah, good stuff from Lawrence this game.
yeah, very clean. And one thing I really like about Lawrence, although I don't want to give this praise just yet, is can't he just stall the clock out? He doesn't. Wow.
Oh yeah. One thing I don't know if you saw his last match, but one thing you want to know about Canty is he doesn't give up. That's not in his vocabulary. So he's gonna basically play until mate or play until the clock hits zeros.
Interesting. But does he think that 5-1 is not the format he prefers to play? Because I don't know. That was interesting.
Yeah, I think he considers himself to be most suitable in the fastest time controls. That's my guess.
And by the way, Lawrence Trent's G8 knight became the B8 knight in this opening. So this is some edgy stuff.
But yeah, it makes sense to me. It all makes sense. If he can get in C5 and kind of kick the knights, develop his bishops, then oh yeah, here there might be a concrete issue with that. Starts with this.
Ooh, H is this theory, Jeffrey? What?
Well, I think yeah, makes sense to me. Stopping Queen G4. Maybe that was what Lawrence intended.
It seems like it was played very quickly, and yes, it does have a very good reason why it was played. So now White will just play Rook E1, Bishop F4, and Rook AD1. And what is Black gonna do?
Yeah, the problem is C5 is met with Knight D5. Very importantly.
And then Bishop B7, Knight E7, and
right, the A8 Rook would be hanging. So and also Bishop B7 would give up the F5 square. So that's why this position for Black is not too easy to navigate.
yeah, there's a. I mean, I'm even thinking B3, Bishop B2, and try to mate on G7. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I want to. Yeah, I think James is doing this in a very good way.
Yep. Dark squared bishop is going to come out on the next move. Would you play Bishop G5 here? Is that a trade that you want?
I was literally going to ask the exact same thing.
I'm asking you the questions. You gotta give the answers, right? Otherwise, it's backwards.
So I think it is a good idea because just, I mean, from a general point of view, like when playing against bishop pair, you normally like to trade a pair of bishops. And also in this case, you would probably be able to sort of control the dark square. So yeah, he does go F4 and F5 by Lawrence.
Yeah, see, now's the issue is that White has this bishop, but it's not involved in the game, whereas Black's bishop actually does kind of a menacing job of covering squares.
Mm-hmm. So
I would never take en passant here, by the way. Would you?
No, I wouldn't either. But I was gonna say I feel like this position it'll rely on whether or not Black achieves the C5 break or not, and White's gonna do whatever they can to prevent it. Oh, he does take.
Wow. Yeah, I would just never play that move. But I don't know. I guess it's okay. Rook D1 is coming. But what was the issue with just playing Bishop E3, Rook D1 without doing that? Because I felt like the E pawn was a really big problem for Black to deal with. But
yeah, it is a trade-off where, as you said, like that E pawn, it's a protected pass pawn, very good trump card like down the road. But at the same time, he wants to open the E file for his rook. So I get it. Rook B1 though, I didn't want to play so passively.
Yeah.
Lawrence immediately putting kind of the pedal to the metal here.
Yeah, that rook on B4 looks so absurd, but it's actually extremely annoying. And it might even nuzzle itself on C4.
Yeah, like A3, just rook C4,
yeah? Yeah, Can you take and play like knight B3, just go for some positional squeeze, like or F5, knight E6? I kind of like that too. Yeah,
the only maybe does F5 you can get away with it. Oh, but he allows C5, which you got to be careful here.
Oh, but now D4.
Yeah, D4 is a move. Yeah, knight C5 DE. So wait, this could be problematic for James.
Oh, it's everything you said. C5, D4, and Black is just immediately better. I mean,
yeah, Queen D5 looks really juicy here.
Yeah, queen d5, bishop b7, checkmate as long as the white bishop h4 after that.
Yeah, ideas are now kind of circling together, and yeah, he plays it.
And rook b4 is an awesome idea to just bring the rook to hang out. And it really is so disrespectful. Like the rook is just hanging out, defending everything. And at a moment's notice, d3 can happen. It can immediately swing over. It can't be kicked out because you can't move the knight. You got bigger problems to deal with. Yeah, so far Lawrence is playing super well.
Agreed. Yeah, and to kind of follow your point, that the rook on a4, that's a very unique square to put it. You don't normally see rooks there, but in this specific position, it's really well utilized.
Bishop b7, as you had just said.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do as James. Like, how do you make moves? Knight a5 or what?
Yeah, I guess knight a5 now, right? Yeah, that's okay. Your opponent gave you a little hope, but the bishop goes to a8, and now you have no moves again.
Right. I'm trying to make something like b3 work.
You have to probably b3, knight c4.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, it takes an a3, goes rook a2, and then what have I really done?
You're now down 2 pawns, and you still don't know what to do. You literally have no moves.
Wait. No, I don't think I'm down a pawn just yet. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is even.
Oh, it's even
for the moment. Yeah, for the moment. Yes.
It does not feel even. I apologize.
It didn't feel. No, it didn't. No worries. It did not feel even, and now it's not even after rook a3, presumably.
Yeah, at least getting the knight to c4 and then maybe to e5 gives you a little bit of hope. I mean, if
my goodness! Wait, d3. Wow.
Why?
What has he got? I guess rook d4 he wants. Oh wait, but not sure why you throw that in.
He's Lawrence. He does what he wants. Bishop d4, rook a2. I mean, it's Lawrence. Whatever. I mean, if a win's a win, you know.
I would have preferred to like keep that idea in my pocket because it wasn't like white could, stop.
Yes, I understand. Queen d4. Okay. Queen d4 check is very funny, but it doesn't win the queen, sadly.
Right. It would. You would get a good trade maybe on your turns, but rook a2 also similar idea.
Knight c4.
Yeah, knight c4 looks more or less forced here.
Knight c4 is -7. The position is a pawn difference. I mean, of course I would play knight c4. You can take and like play bishop c3. No, yeah, and bishop c3. Probably,
But knight c4 at the end, don't think it's so clear cut.
Yeah.
So how exactly do you do this? So I like your idea with queen d4. I feel like that's something I would look into.
To just go for the end game with 2 bishops, 2 rooks?
Yeah, but I do feel like there should be more than this. Let's see. What else is there? Like you can move the queen to a random square and keep. Okay, he does ultimately decide the same. h2.
I'm trying to find bishop f2 doesn't trap the rook.
I mean, give credit to James. He's hanging in here.
He is. I can't find a knockout punch. I'm very happy I don't have to make the moves for black because like
too, man.
It should just be lost. But
I think maybe it's time to like just make a luff h6. I don't see anything like straightforward here.
g5 to try to play rook f2.
Yeah, like a sort of tempo luff too. Yeah.
I don't know. The knight is back on c4. I am the kind of player who would lose my composure here, sack something. As Lawrence might just keep the time advantage and just go to an end game up 30 seconds and win. I would try to I played bishop c3 here, for example, trying to get rook g2. Like
actually, I noticed. Wait, rook f4 was a threat, and maybe is it still a move or not? Okay, you didn't go for it. But...
Oh, it was with that same exact idea to take on. Oh yeah,
he hung the bishop. What is he doing? Wait, what is he doing here?
He hung his bishop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, maybe saying some things that I can't really repeat, but yeah, this is.
Oh my gosh. But the craziest thing is Canty has still can't move anything. Like it's.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not going to be an easy conversion here. Down to 20 seconds too.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, bishop g1? Did he blunder it back?
Bishop g1 is definite. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. And there's no fork. This is nuts.
This should be easier to play with the rooks, I think, because you have
Pass pawns. A5, A4, A3, A2, A1. It's good to know the promotion rule.
Yeah. If you can get the pawns rolling, it should be good. And white's gonna have to find something to do.
Yeah, I think you're right, because white has tunnel vision here with no time on rook e8 and
Wait
like
a
bishop.
second. Yeah, watch out for like bishop c5 here.
Yes, bishop c5 to get rook e8 is crazy.
Although you would have rook g5 in that position, so it's okay. But he does see it with d8.
Rook a1.
Yeah, rook a1 would have been met by rook a8, I guess. So he's gonna try to put his knight on e6.
Oh my, he's going rook e7, bishop e5.
Oh wait, but does he have time for that though? Because
Yeah.
Oh, it does work. It does work actually. Wow.
Oh my gosh, he might have a draw at least.
Yeah, I think he would definitely have a draw on that line, like a2, bishop e5, rook c1, promote.
This is insane.
Lawrence has to invest some time here. What are the other moves?
Well, as black, you're not thinking this is a draw. You're thinking you're getting mated. 4 pieces coming for the king like this, right? Like,
yeah. No, I mean, I would probably go for that after spending all my time, and maybe Lawrence is doing just that. Okay, goes king f8.
But rook c7, knight e6. Now the knight doesn't come in with tempo though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why James included that. So, like a2 here, you can play
bishop e5, like rook e2. Yeah, the problem is that now the king runs to d7 when it's checked.
Right, but it's still, I mean, rook d5 is a great move.
f6?
But just rook e5, right? I think you can get away with that.
Oh no, he's at, why this way?
No. Well, I think there was nothing.
Yes, but it looked like something, maybe. You know, there was nothing, but it looked like there could be. Queen g4 is mate in 1. Okay. My mate in 1.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, wait. He's actually making quite a mess of this. Look.
Is it a draw to king g3? I thought it was 3 move.
Wait. But I don't see a move for him. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is insane.
And Lawrence can't believe it either. I don't see a move. If he goes queen f2, it's a draw. Tries rook e1.
Rook d8?
Wait.
What?
Wait. There's
White
no
winning?
mate here. There's no mate.
Oh my god, white is winning. It's mate for white. Rook b3. Rook b3.
My god. I cannot believe what we just saw.
What?
And Lawrence you just have to laugh after that one.
Yeah, we're not laughing at him. We're laughing at the fact that chess is pain. Like,
no, I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. He missed mate in 1, like you said. Yeah,
there was queen g4. That's the one skill I have. Canty looks hyped. Did he just like do a whole like? Oh my goodness, incredible. That was.
I mean, what a momentum shifter! Like it would have been 2.5 for Lawrence, and now we've got a tied match.
Yeah, but Canty also is suffering from the effect of playing a high adrenaline game and being dead lost in 7 moves. I've done this.
I know that feeling too, all too well. Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like his heart must still be beating.
Yes. Yes. I mean, after a game like that, it is so hard to refocus. That's why the people who have the highest ratings are able to just sort of, I mean, Jeffrey, you've played the Speed Chess Championship, right? Like, have you gone head to head with Hikaru in one of those formats?
Not Hikaru yet. I've played, I think, NVL and Wesley in my 2 appearances.
Okay, so not Hikaru, but Savages, right? I mean,
yes, other
who's a harder opponent, and in what way?
Between who?
Wesley and MVL.
Sorry, I think Wesley is better in this particular format. I don't actually know why exactly, but he may play more online actually, so it gives him just a slight edge. Yeah.
I see. Are the rumors true at this level? Like, to win games, you have to win the game 5 times in one game, basically? Like, the defensive resourcefulness is extremely high?
I think it varies. Like, if you're Nepo, you just, once you get an advantage, it's very straightforward. But for other guys like me, especially, it's a roller coaster. Makes
sense. It does seem that when Nepo gets hot, but the opposite as well. It sometimes feels like If
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's in his current form is like basically if he gets a chance, he converts. If his opponent gets a chance, they don't. So that's kind of why it is how it is right now.
I'm sort of perplexed why knight d5. I guess knight d5,
It's
knight
like
d4.
fork action, yeah. Knight cd4. But by the way, I mean we kind of ignored the first part of this game. I think Lawrence was maybe winning earlier on, but again, James, he's good at wiggling himself out of trouble.
Yeah, James played e6, which I'm like fairly certain you are not supposed to do when you've played the dragon setup, because of dark squared weak. And then he played d5. I mean,
yeah, this is pretty optimistic, let's say.
Yeah, I was very confused why rook e1 didn't happen.
Wait, like actually, isn't this just winning? Like if you had gone rook e1 bishop g5,
yes, that's what I'm saying. Like he was like, it was literally he has to play king f8.
Yeah, he has to.
It was over. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But like the current position, you can't stop knight cd4, so this is gonna get messy.
He's been thinking for a while too. I don't know if James is prone to tilt. I think Lawrence is a guy who might be, so he's got to stabilize. Like he has to. I mean, it's not simple. I have tilted in this event before, and it's ugly. I mean, d4 now apparently. It's just super strong.
I mean, the bishop c6. That's like the last move I'd want to play. You just help solve. I mean, the isolated pawn on d5. You give up your bishop pair, but yeah, he couldn't come up with anything else. And as you said, d4. What is the point? So you go, knight a4, knight e3. Is that the idea? Oh my god.
d4. Oh, that's gross. Disconnecting the queen from the defense of king f7.
Okay.
He said, "Give me that. That rook's got to go." Oh my, king f7 is. I mean, we're talking about disrespect.
Yeah, that's not a move you see every day, but okay, he's probably wants. Wait, what are you doing, Lawrence?
Did he mouse slip?
Lawrence, wake up.
No, he just missed that.
He missed it. Yeah, he just missed it. And yeah, he needs a breather after that one, I think. All right, he's back. But
Canty with the little side eye. Canty's looking like, hey, just for the record, my adult ADHD pioneered this concept of like winking at the viewer sometimes. Now, when you're winning games, it feels really good. When you're losing games, you do not want to look at the audience. Like when I was losing to Rosen, I wanted to just like turn everything off and like
turn off the camera. Yeah.
I mean, oh my goodness.
Close the shades.
Wow, that is nasty. I mean, king f7, queen e6. That's rough. But so it's still it's 1 point game. It's not something out of the world.
Yeah, he has to find a way to collect himself though, because like those last two games, just that is not the way you want to go down. Let's just put it that way.
How are you feeling about h3 rook g1?
Love it. Yeah, I think James he's this is his style. This is his style of chess. And
d5, knight d4, knight e6.
Yeah, d5 looks super tempting. Oh, bishop h6. Not sure how I feel about that.
Knight f4.
Oh, but knight f4 is dangerous.
Oh my, this is spinning out of control real quick.
Knight f8 looked pretty mandatory.
Can you go
some ideas? Yeah.
Bishop c4, bishop g7, something like that?
But fortunately, black does have d5 at his disposal.
Can you play bishop c4, d5, queen f3? Okay, he just plays d5. I mean,
yeah, I think d5 is a very important move. Like if you carve that e6 square out, and he's gonna get it. Like bishop f8, he can play at any time.
Oh my goodness, this looks.
Maybe just queen d4 is a very flexible move.
Yeah. You said, wow, queen d4. I would never. I would just try to like bishop f8, knight e6. But you don't have to rush. I guess.
Yeah, and he plays.
Yeah, the fact that you suggest the move, they play it. I think Canty's in good form. I mean, this could have been a totally different match these first 4 games.
Really could have. Yeah.
This is just unreal what happened there.
Now maybe is it the moment for bishop f8 because you might pick up the tempo.
Knight e6. E4, H4, Bishop
Oh.
H3.
Yeah, this is gonna get ugly quick.
Yeah, because you don't even need to take back on E4 if the pawn takes. Could play H4.
You really
Bishop.
don't. You really don't. Yeah, I love that idea about you.
If black takes with the knight, then I guess. Oh no, even takes H4. Bishop.
Just taking H4. Yeah, I love this. This is, I mean, black. Maybe there are other simpler ways, even like you don't. F3, E4 also, because you have all the time in the world, really.
No. E4. You got to do it. I mean,
You're insistent.
F3 very well could be the right move, but E4 is the I am not a GM speed chess championship presented by Landover move, you know? That's like, I mean, you just got to do. I just see the fact that like, what does black do in this position, really? I mean, you just can't.
Right, you can't castle for,
Yeah.
I mean, for the rest of the game, and he does it. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Now, will he find this H4 idea?
Yeah, because you can't take back. You would drop on D5, which would be
Yeah.
a big mistake. But H4, that is just nasty. Oh, maybe black has. Does he have a way to weasel out with C6 or something? But he's
Queen
not in
B6
time.
though.
Yeah, or maybe C5, like FE. Let's say FE H4 C5, trying something.
That's annoying.
You know, yeah. I think you can just drop back Queen D2 very coolly. But
God, that sucks. Like,
yeah, you want to just, I mean, play this completely with full control and not have to play moves like that.
Oh,
wait.
whoa.
Wait a second. Wasn't D5 hanging just now?
Yes. What just happened? D5 was just, you just said that. D5 was just.
Oh, maybe he thought he had like Knight G7 or, but like I wouldn't count on that. Oh, Knight G7, Rook G7, by the way. So that's not.
Oh, that. Can you imagine losing with Bishop G5 and Queen? Oh my gosh.
I remember falling for this like exact tactical pattern as a kid, and I will never forget that one again.
That's brutal. I
But-
remember I once checkmated a kid when I was like 7 and he threw a knight at my face.
Was that brutal for you or for the kid though?
No, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Okay.
It was. I mean, maybe it was brutal for him. Sometimes you ever go back and look at the USCF history of like people you played when you were a kid. You're like,
I do that. I actually haven't done that in a while, but that was something that I really love doing.
yeah, like they played for maybe a couple more years. Like you played them at nationals, and then they like stopped playing chess. They like play sports now. Like I don't. So almost everyone from my childhood has quit chess. It's kind of funny.
It is interesting because like you never know who's gonna make something out of themselves, like in terms of chess. And like I recall the World Youths back in 2010. I could give you the guys who are super GMs now, and maybe others who left after a few years.
But World Youth is also like literally the best juniors of every
Okay,
country.
fair enough. So you
Yeah.
mean like more your local club players? You mean?
Yeah, like U.S. Nationals as like I'm sure you've
US
won.
Nationals,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you ever win it? How many times did you win it?
Yeah, I won. I think I maybe won once, but it was actually a grade level thing, so it wasn't the big super nationals or anything.
And,
All right,
and
Lawrence?
also,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, C6, you just take on C6. I don't
Well,
know.
but I thought he went to Bishop C8. He's trying to get tricky here.
Actually, yeah. Bishop C8 is. I feel like it shouldn't work, but somehow I
That's
can.
yeah. But what? But maybe it does work. Okay, there's
That
got to be
sucks.
some knockout though. Like the black king has no squares. There's got to be something. Not seeing it just yet though. Oh, now I have an idea. Like, can you go Rook F3,
Mm-hmm.
CD5, and maybe just Queen H4? I don't know.
Ooh, using the pin.
Yeah, I want to. It feels like
Well-
there's got to be a way. Oh, okay, we're gonna see it maybe.
Well, there it is. Queen H4, Rook H8.
Yeah, there's Rook H8, and I was looking like Queen G5, Rook G8. I mean, Black still holds on.
Dance in Queen H6.
No, he goes with the other Rook. Rook E0.
That okay, fair.
And we're gonna see all these moves.
How do you not have a winning tactic there? Queen G5.
I know, it's unbelievable. Where's the tactic? Okay, so this
Rook
rook
G8.
G8, and then what next?
I mean, I'm like knight D8. Like, where's the win? I mean, like, come on.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, maybe go move like rook E1 because the threat of knight G5 is. Oh wait, I think this works. Okay, so rook H6.
This is disgusting, Jeffrey. This is rook E1, to go knight G5.
Yeah, but now rook E1 he wants king G8. This is insane how he's holding on by the skin of his teeth.
So this is atrocious. I can't believe that white has no win here.
Well,
White is winning.
we see the bar.
but-
Yeah, we see the bar that there should be a win, but I don't see it. Rook E1, king G8. I mean, rook E1 looks so good. Okay, queen G5.
Rook
but-
H3?
Wait, what's
Then
going
queen
on there?
G6.
Hold on.
Then queen G6, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it didn't quite work, but rook H8, and what's the follow-up now? Wait a second, this looks loose. This looks way too loose.
Okay,
Okay,
D4.
D4.
That seemed to not be the move. Apparently there was -5. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was, I mean, it looks so loosey-goosey here from James. Rook F4. Like, all of his pieces are are hanging.
Can you play rook H3, queen G6, king E6?
Yes, you can. And maybe that's a draw because it'd be like queen G6, king E6, and some perpetual.
Queen F5, king F7, and then queen G6.
Yeah.
It's just a draw. God, that's
What?
crazy.
Wait, hold on though. What is white threatening exactly, if I may ask?
You may. I don't really have an answer. I don't know.
So can I play like bishop C8?
That's so
Oh,
rude.
whoa. No. That would walk right into rook F3. So I literally kind of just gifted you.
Okay, I see. So that's kind of an idea, not necessarily a threat.
Yes. Wait, but black can't move either. You can't move the queen. You can't move the rook on H6.
Just
on
rook H3, make the draw.
So he plays B5.
That's so funny.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Canty can make a move like A3 or king B1. Right?
How about bishop G4 to go king D2 after rook H1?
To avoid that rook H3. It's a move,
Yeah. Okay, or that.
B3.
This is nobody. This is
Oh,
like
now
a
they're
new-
gonna start waiting. This is too funny.
It's unstoppable for queen E1.
But that's why he played B3.
Maybe bishop E6 is another idea.
Yeah, it is. That is definitely in the cards.
You have to go here. What's the move after king B2?
I don't see it because your bishop would be. Oh, maybe queen E5 in that position.
Queen E5, yeah, that would hold everything and threaten the queen trade, which is a very serious threat here. But also, he plays it straight up.
No, but bishop E6 now. Bishop E6 because you needed the pin to exist.
Sorry, bishop E6. Oh, and king E7, knight C6.
Yeah, knight C6.
So bishop E6. Whoa.
Oh, he goes in this order. This is actually more precise. Wow. He spots it.
Yup, knight F5 or knight C6. Knockout punch by Canty. Huge.
Yeah. King E7, you take it, rook E3, rook E7. And Lawrence shakes his head.
Rook E3, and now king F7, queen D5, or rook E7. Yeah, rook E7 is even.
And James, that is a signature win for him.
Amazing. All right. So we have H4 here by Lawrence. Is that the tilt move?
I've definitely seen it, but I mean, he did get a good position in that other game before he just hung his rook. Right? All right, goes for a slightly different one.
Okay, queen A4. Well, this is some rapid fire preparation here.
Yeah, James, he's
What?
really looked at this, still blitzing. Are you not computing so far?
So is not taking on D6 here part of the plan? I don't.
I've seen this idea.
This is why I stay away from Sicilians, because it seems like you could do anything nowadays. So white's going to put 2 rooks on the files here. That much I understand. Other than that, this just seems incredibly dynamic. Knight is going to E5 at some point, probably. Knight G E5.
Yeah, watch out for bishop C3. You might not notice that. Okay, he does.
Okay. What's wrong with like a6?
Yeah,
from
a6
black?
is coming. Yeah, no, that's a very serious threat because you don't want to give any tempos.
And then you lose on f3, and you're just
Yeah, that is not what you want. Oh, and a clever move maybe is like bishop g3 to uncover the queen on a4, so that after a6 I take, and you cannot recapture with the bishop. Some
yeah.
kind of
That's
idea.
that's definitely an idea. I like that.
Bishop
that's a,
G, yeah, bishop G5 also makes sense. Oh, but he does go this, okay.
okay.
And now I'd probably move the knight away. So if you go knight G5, how's that position?
Yeah. By the way, d6 was on,
Yeah, bishop D6, A6 I didn't like.
and then like some capture. You have to defend the bishop, and then you would lose on that. Okay, so there it is.
Oh, but wait, but I don't like this. What is, he's happy with this? Okay.
Isn't bishop d6 now a free pawn?
Yeah, it looks pretty free to me. 56. I mean, you're not getting the same counterplay as you once were.
What do you think about taking on c3 at some point just to damage the structure? Is it positionally terrible?
I'm too worried about your own king if you make that trade.
What if you take and play queen f6 and try to hold that endgame?
Yeah, that's something. Who would do that? Like, can you name a player who would always play like that? Like, just sack a pawn and hold a.
Wesley? No?
I'm thinking more of even like a more classical player. I know someone who is used to be doing this all the time. Like, they get an unpleasant position, just simplify it to a drawn endgame.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like, pawn down, opposite colored bishop.
But that, okay, you should know that's not what James does. So he's gonna try to sack another pawn on c5 and maybe knight h5.
Yeah, okay, back to g7 we go. h6, g5.
But for sure, I mean, it is 2 pawns at the end of the day.
Yes, the only thing black has is like weird Benko style queenside files, like b8 and c8 and hope for the best. And he's not even taking.
Oh,
Doesn't
he's
even
not
want
gonna
to
take it. Okay.
No.
Oh, this
No.
makes sense. He wants maybe bishop e5, something more cold-blooded. Yeah, bishop e5 here, I think. And now look at the threats piling up.
But isn't it defended? I mean, you can play
Rook
like
d6. Rook d6 is.
oh god, good lord, that's a problem. So you have to play.
What can you play? Wait, he just blundered. He walks right into.
I didn't see it either. So
Can't
that's
blame him, right?
you're watching the correct event. Yeah, I mean, what was he supposed to do? Rook e6. That's
Rook e6.
tough
but I
move.
mean, even if you see that, like, you're still loose, you could be running into a knight g5 later. d7's hanging. I mean, but yeah, all right. This is an important win for Lawrence. Stop the bleeding.
So far, Lawrence has had massive success. It feels like with white in the opening stage. I mean, it's been.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Sorry, I shouldn't write this up. I mean, especially when he lost having made and won, I shouldn't say like, I really shouldn't call anything too soon.
I'm glad you said that. If I said that, be pandemonium in the chat. So yes, it is true. Lawrence now is faced.
And wait, Lawrence, look at it. Like, he's talking to himself. He's kind of.
I did not see
he
that.
doesn't take material here. Okay.
I did not even catch that. Yeah. Why can't you move the knight now?
Maybe he's got. No, he's not got anything like super concrete. He just wants to take on g7 and play that.
Yeah, knight h5 or something.
Oh, knight h5. I'm looking at like rook g6 stuff. Does that work? I don't know.
Oh, I'd be so hyped. I just take on b8. I mean, the queen for rook and bishop. Let's go. I mean,
I see. Yeah.
But
oh yeah. You would have some comp there. Yeah.
Also, is there rook g6, rook e5?
Yeah, but then I would. Oh wait. No, you're right. Yeah. Forget about that. Okay. Anyway, so rook e5.
Why did he sack? I guess he just thinks that it was.
Well.
No, but he's completely lost. He can't move his knight. Rook d8.
Yeah, and he can't take on b2 either for the same reason.
Yeah,
so,
that
maybe
might have been.
He let him off the hook just a tad with that.
No, I mean, position was extremely difficult. And it does feel like the 5+1 has been so goofy that like
Yes.
that anything can happen. Like games are decided within the first 10 moves, then they're undecided, then they're decided, undecided. It's just
Right. It seems I mean, you have to hang a full rook for the game really to be over, it seems.
I like Queen E8. I mean, Queen E5 is Rook F6, Queen E5 is the idea, I suppose, right?
So maybe F4 makes sense. Oh, Knight C6 also.
Knight. I don't know, man.
If the knight moves Knight E7.
Knight E7, yeah, Knight E7 is fatal.
Oh, Bishop D7 is an option.
That's, I mean, at some point you will not play moves like that, and it's just gonna end. Like he just finds it again.
Staying in the game.
He really is. He really is. That is very impressive. But there's tactics everywhere.
Yeah, but the knight doesn't actually have a good square. Like I don't really want to put it on A5, but otherwise, then what else can you do? Like you can take on F6, but that position isn't crystal clear.
No, it's not.
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, nice find by Lawrence. Nice.
There you go. There's your answer. So we, yeah, Knight E7 takes Rook D7, and
that's a cool one. Okay, wait. So here he can do a few things. Knight D5, or maybe just Rook F6.
Rook F6, Queen E7.
Yeah, simply Rook F4. Just really keep it simple.
G5.
Oh, wait, Rook E4. I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Yeah, a little bit lucky, but yeah, I was like, wait, because I was just thinking to move forward, but I mean, H3 is nice and calm.
Oh, you can even ignore it. Like, that's pretty clever.
Just H3. Yeah, Queen E7, Rook. Yeah, that's a very funny move. Another Lawrence move, H3, you can't take on E7.
Yeah, he makes a lot of these moves that kind of rub it in your face.
Yes, very much.
Okay.
I feel like even Knight G6 and Rook F6 is winning.
I like that. I really like that solution. Yeah.
Just open the king, Rook, Knight D5, Rook D6. Although material is equal in that line, but Knight E4. Okay.
It's really playing with fire.
I mean,
wait, he's giving him like G5 stuff. You got to be aware here. Okay, I guess it doesn't work. Knight F6.
Really feels like the longer Canty survives, anything can happen. Just really anything can happen.
But I think Lawrence he's got under control as long as he keeps the time situation. So yeah, here's just Knight F6.
Yep. Another queen was not hanging there, by the way.
And now Queen E4 forces the queens off. Maybe that's the most clinical way to end things.
That is very clinical. And he does it, and Canty might hang mate. I don't know how he would find a way to do that. Because like if he plays Queen F8, but everything is hanging. Literally everything. Everything is hanging. I mean, so Queen E4 is going to be played. Bishop F5, yeah. Knight C5.
Or Rook D8 first, just for good measure.
Yes. Rook D8. Rook D8's always there. We don't need it. Okay, Knight F6. I wouldn't have played Knight F6, but it doesn't matter. I mean, White is completely winning. There's probably time for one and maybe two more games. So I could. We still have time for the Smarter Chess prediction to go right if Lawrence Trent wins every game, and that would be pretty funny. I don't think that's how Smarter Chess expected us to get here, but
probably not. Yeah, but to be fair, like Lawrence, he should really be leading this match based on some of the games.
Yes, definitely based on some of the openings, and he was up 1.5-1/2, and then lost that completely insane scramble. Knight C5, Knight Bishop F8, Rook D8 anyway, Rook D8, Rook D. There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Take the bishop. All right.
Yeah, as I said, James is a fighter. Going back to what you were saying, I wanted to ask, like, did you go on tilt a little bit against Eric, or how would you?
No, against Eric, I've talked about it like after the match. I got really frustrated with with myself a couple of those games, and then like a switch flipped in my head that was like, no matter what I do, I can't win. And that's not like when you check out mentally, and it's happened to me more frequently recently. It never happened to me that much, but you just like literally completely quit on the games, and you're just staring at the board like, maybe I'll win, but it's not a great feeling. I don't know if you've ever experienced something like that. Considering
I've had. Don't worry, it's not.
Except
it's not just
the class of competition you play is slightly higher, so.
Well, but I mean, it is similar. Like, we're all humans, right? At the end of the day. So I think, is it that his play style got to you, or just at some point, what do you think if we look at it deeper?
It's definitely his play style. I think he has extremely resilient playing style, but it's also I think I made it out to be more than it is. I mean, the same thing happens to me like in Title Tuesday. Like if you and I ever play in Title Tuesday, and as we see Canty doing the clock strat, if I ever get a good position against you and you're up on time and you start playing a little faster, it's like a 95% chance you're going to beat me. Like, even if I have +2, +3, and it happens all the time in Title Tuesday to me. It's like my tradition, sometimes I hold it together and I win, but it's the reason I'm still an IM and actually falling in my classical ELO. So, it is what it is, but it's unfortunately not a competitive priority for myself. But why don't we do something more positive? What are your competitive priorities, Jeffrey?
It's honestly hard for me to say. Maybe, like, okay, as you can see, I'm trying to dabble in many different things. So it's a big question mark. But I mean, let me assure you that your feelings are no different than other, even, other grandmasters, let's say.
I can't imagine being a grandmaster and then being like, man, I'm only 2505. There's levels of grandmaster play. It's like a totally different atmosphere depending on what 50 or 100 points of elo you have. By the way, this is our first game where nothing has been traded. Like, it's completely locked.
Yeah, a bit of a different approach here by Lawrence. He's playing this sort of hippo-like setup, maybe mixing it up, just trying to see, but I'm not too ecstatic about what he's got.
Canty has been getting amazing positions in his Joe Bava Londons.
It's really been like a white kind of, the white player is dominating the positions. So we'll see. I expect adjustments for sure.
Jeffrey, I'm sort of perplexed. Why can't white play bishop f2 and checkmate black brutally? I
think we're gonna find out. Yeah, like bishop f2 and start just launching. Oh my goodness.
Take it? Like I would maybe not.
If you need to go that far. Maybe just queen b4 and a4.
Why not take it?
Well, I always, bishop e3. Okay, now I see what his point was. Yeah, it is an important diagonal.
White didn't get back in time. Jeffrey, it's not too late to play knight takes b5. I mean, you probably have to play like a4 or something, but okay, played. And
yeah, I think this is
queen b3.
All right, at a2, a5, and maybe c3 is next.
h4.
But that is that's helping white, because
it is.
I mean, the bishop is going to be very well used on
h4 felt like an impulse move, like, aha, I got you, but actually the bishop goes to e1, and right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yes.
And I mean, knight b5 is on the way. I feel
knight
like
b5 would threaten bishop a5, by the way.
That's so gross. Oh my god, bishop a5, knight a7, knights, ew, but knight b5, knight c5, right?
Yeah, knight c5 is going to be his intention. And
can white play queen b5 or queen c4 and play b4? Is that like, okay,
that's definitely an idea. I'm not sure if I'd necessarily, maybe like this, let's say knight c5, you go queen c2, and then I could definitely see a b4 sighting. Oh wait, he blunders right into the bishop a5, I mean.
Yeah, but was it? Okay, it's very human not to allow hg, but bishop a5 was crushing.
I think
mean,
it was working because I mean it wasn't like a knockout, but I think you would have won the pawn there.
But still, what does black do? I mean, come on, knight h7. What are we doing here? Like, I get it, of course, knight g5, but oh, Canty's got to be smelling blood in the water here.
He does,
b4.
he does. So now the question is, do you attack with your pieces or do you just launch with b4?
Can you play like very professionally? Knight, yeah, I was just about to say that move. Knight c1, bishop e2, defending.
Yes.
What?
Oh, but he just gives. Oh, wow. He wastes no time.
Oh, because queen b3 defends.
Mm-hmm.
And knight f3, knight a5. Wow.
Or bishop a5, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Bishop a5. 91, yeah.
Ah, 91 is a move that I did not see. There you go.
But no, this is really, I think this is sharp by Canty. Like, I would also have just played bishop e2 instantly, but this saves a lot of,
I mean,
a full move.
I thought that was his entire idea. I thought it was, you know, to put
And
the
now,
bishop on e2.
oh, and bishop a5 again, allowed. Same idea as before.
Yeah, that's actually a beautiful move, but I feel like Canty might play maybe gf and bishop d3, but he might play bishop a5. I mean, bishop a5 is a superb.
Or, yeah, he might look for some rook c1 stuff.
Yeah,
As long as he's looking that direction, I think it's a matter of time he'll see some tactic.
yeah. Don't address these pawns. Bishop a5 is so savage. What a move.
I think he doesn't see it yet. Otherwise, he would have played it already.
Well, when you look at bishop a5, you start spooking yourself. Fe, you know.
Okay. Ooh. Yes.
So now he's like, should I take on f5 and then play bishop f5? Like that's, I'm just translating what goes through our heads. Okay. You know, you see bishop a5,
maybe,
you're like,
maybe.
Fe is nothing. Okay. So.
All right. Rook c1 also, I mean, preparing some really.
Knight c7, right? So that's, so he sees bishop a5, but he sees it only after knight c7, bishop c7, bishop a5. Maybe that's what he sees.
A bit of a mental block, but this should still be crushing, I believe.
I mean, it looks.
Okay, rook d7. So Lawrence, wait, but it's still bishop a5. It's still.
Oh, because knight a7, king d8, queen b.
Oh, and now there it is.
Yep. Yep.
Finally.
Yep. Because like he made the last improving move. Now he's thinking, how can I take or check? And yeah, bishop a5. And what a game and smarter chess. Well, actually, no, we're not gonna. Nope. We're not gonna jinx it.
Not yet. Not yet.
We're not gonna jinx it. He still has to win.
Yeah.
So do you go back here?
I think you do want to restore like a5. Oh, but it does take, okay. Maybe queen e3 once.
Okay.
Hold on, but I'm not sure if I like how he's.
Would you go fe?
Yeah, I would go fe now.
Try to play knight f3, knight d2, win the queen. Maybe still not win the game though.
So queen b6 would threaten like knight b5 pretty devastatingly, but I think queen d8 is important. That black has.
Can white just go back?
But then knight f3, right?
Yeah, I was thinking queen b4 at the end.
Queen b4. Okay. But wait, this is getting a bit out of control, I think. Wait a second. Yeah, queen d8.
Queen. Okay, yeah, queen. There it is.
That's a good move. Yeah.
Don't hang the knight. Lawrence has hung some pieces in this match, but he seems like he's gonna.
Hold on. So knight of. I want knight f6. Knight f6. Hit d5.
Yeah, but as your co-commentator, I know for a fact that anybody in this event will go knight c5. So bishop b5. Bishop c6 is coming. This looks terrible.
Okay, rook f7.
Bishop c6.
Rook f4. Pretend like a
rook c4.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay. What is the time situation? I mean, he needs to try and speed up, get Canty to burn a bit of clock. Yeah,
but the problem is that I mean, rook c5 is maybe coming.
Yeah, knight b5 here. It is much harder to play this with black. No doubt. Queen a5 is
every piece is playing. Yeah, huge threat, wins the game on the spot. Bishop c6, queen a5, maybe even.
Ooh. yeah.
Hunt the king out to c6. Rook d6. I mean, look, when you have every piece playing, you're going to win. I don't know how every piece James has is involved. I mean, it's brutal position. Literally only loner is h2, but okay. Every pawn has done something. Yeah, this is a very nice attack. And they will have to play again. There's going to be one more game.
Yeah, and for Lawrence, I think this is absolutely critical that he strikes back. He's going to get white. We know that white's been doing really well so far. He needs to pull within one, I think.
Is Lawrence meditating, like to just relax and then try to?
I think so. Okay, goes knight a6, queen a5 is going to be lights out.
Yeah, queen a5, and the threat is just to take the knight. Fully illegal move. So
Levy, if I may ask, how do you usually spend your breaks?
I had a very strange event. Like, obviously in the first matchup, I was a favorite, so I just spent my breaks just kind of like relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
But against Eric, it was like a war zone. I mean, I was like going to the database and being like, am I getting some good positions? But actually, I only really did that in the first break. Before the 3-1 and before the 1-1, I was kind of happy with the positions I was getting. But as it turns out afterward, I was playing into bad positions. Like while they were happening, did you ever experience that? I was like happy with the positions I was getting, but the computer was like, it's +1, idiot. And I should have changed it actually. But yeah, I just kind of was like, I'm kind of happy.
Most famous example in the recent American Cup, I think I was playing Fabian. I kept playing this really garbage French line, like repetitively with black. And it was like, it was +2.5 every time, but I just kept going into it. Just because I thought at least I get like 20 quick moves in, and it felt like the clock would be the most important factor. So, but I do resonate. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Eric kept playing a line, and it was like a line that was the least of my concerns. And then I kept wondering why I'm suffering in the middle game and losing, and I was just blaming it on myself. I was not blaming it on the opening. So.
Here we see something really funky.
Yes, extremely. H5.
Yeah, it was a double fiend carried by Lawrence. I don't know why he went away from his usual what was working with the knight c3 close to ceiling, but yeah, this one I like how James h5 is a nice multi-purpose move.
You must have seen some of James's matches thus far. He loves h5 in the Sicilian, so he'll play it all the time.
Yeah, h5 for black.
Yep.
G4 for white, as we've seen already.
Yeah, I would love to do even an exhibition blitz match against James. I think it would be a tremendous amount of fun. Just chess, no boxing. I think he would.
Wait, why not? I mean, well, maybe consider.
Have you seen his muscles?
Or is that suicidal?
Yeah, no. I think if James got boxing gloves on, I think the chess world would be in trouble. Knight c2, by the way.
Wow.
He is hyped. He's hyped. That's what he is.
Wait. Why doesn't this work? I know that the eval bar doesn't like it, but it looks like it works to me. Queen c2, bishop d3. What am I missing?
It must have been something because it yeah,
I didn't see it though. Yeah, that looked like a great combination.
And Lawrence doesn't see the eval bar, so he thinks he's blundered. He's down 2 games. But this is good.
I like how Lawrence handled it too. Rook c1 and d4. This is very practical.
Does knight a2 trap a rook? Oh, sorry, rook a1. But, Jeez, there was rook a1.
Well, but still, I mean, even if you win my rook, I'm going to just go all in on this attack.
But both guys are not moving their pawns, because if white takes on c5, they block their own file and open the queen. And if black takes, then
oh, I didn't like this because now knight b2, like you're losing steam. Knight b2 and e6 or something.
Knight b2, and I thought you could even maybe try to take on d4, grab a pawn, but I think there's no reason to do that. Yeah, e6 looks...
Maybe you can get away with it. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
No, maybe you're right, actually. If you can take, why not? And he doesn't.
He's up 2 games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have some room to kind of...
Confidence is high.
Yeah.
Like, do
You
your
can
worst.
afford- You can afford.
Oh, by the way, Jeffrey, Rook H6.
Oh, that is a very key point. Yes.
And there you go. H5 is genius. Everybody should play H5 in the Sicilian.
That's
No,
right.
Rook H6 is a
Yeah,
nasty,
this does.
nasty move.
I mean, it looks like 2-1s for nothing. You get Rook H6, you get E5, 2 central pawns, bishop pair. That's can't really complain.
This is tough. Wow.
All right,
But you're pinned. You're
so E5. Oh, he's got Queen F3.
Queen B6?
Queen B. Well, still Queen F3.
You want to take the bishop. I see. Okay. Queen. Okay, that's a bishop move, but it also looks pretty good.
Because you can't even exit the pin. Yikes.
Yeah, and Queen E5 is a skewer, although there is Knight C6, I suppose. But Queen E5 and the knights are just...
Yeah, I think the big problem here is how do you stop E5?
I don't know.
Nor do I. And Lawrence, yeah, he's looking up. He's clearly frustrated. He's got to find a way to reset here, on the break.
Lawrence has lost or sacrificed material in, I think, every game. I mean,
maybe more losses than sacrifices, but yeah.
But this definitely was intentional. But yeah, I mean, desperation mode. He's got to regroup for sure. He's got to regroup. Really feels like the match has been closer than the score suggests. Rook D4.
Yeah, it does feel like everything that could have gone wrong for Lawrence has gone wrong. Like he's not been lucky in a single game thus far.
This is crazy. I mean, he's just given up a knight completely to play Rook C6.
Well, I think this
Rook
was his best try. Rook D6. Does he want Queen A6 or Knight C4? What does he have?
Probably Knight C4, but then Rook even E6 maybe. Although
at least then I can say you entombed your bishop on F8, but you can really just play this game without it. Right?
Black has a lot of pieces. That's my feedback here. You know, Queen B7.
But I mean, actually, imagine winning the game for Black without moving the bishop on F8 or the pawns on E7, G7.
Jeffrey, why did he go King D8? What am I missing something? I just don't understand.
I think it's okay. Oh, bishop D3. How about that?
That's very nice. I mean, Canty's in good form. That's a great move. Pinning the knight. That's it. One more piece. Well, you could even just take it. Just get rid of the headache of, I always tell beginners, don't resign if a knight is on the board. Now, potentially, you can call it because white's sort of out of tricks. They have the same material on both sides, and the counterplay is very difficult.
Yeah, I like H4, Rook D1. Or, sorry, H4 I like.
But...
Okay.
He's still moving his king. Queen A6.
E6, yeah, I would push the E pawn, threaten.
Oh, Rook D1 is mean.
Yeah.
That's very mean. Yep. If he sees that, it's over. E5, Rook D4 if you want it. Yeah, okay. Plays it. Okay, this way is Rook C4.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone like this, but it's more than enough. Maybe a Rook H6 move is coming.
That's going to happen. And there, after that, okay.
But everything. D5.
I'm getting scared. I'm getting
D5.
I'm getting a little scared, just a little bit.
All right, Queen B6 then. No nonsense.
Rook C. I don't know. Okay. Queen C2. Try to play like B5. Rook C. Queen C2. Queen F5.
Yeah. Queen F5 is. We're keeping this.
Dude, that's missable. Like if you get low on time and you tunnel vision. I mean, but no, he doesn't miss it. He's in B. Okay.
Yeah, I love how it's just casually just playing down a rook.
Hey, might as well. I mean, James hasn't moved 2 pieces. Technically, he's okay. He hasn't moved 1 piece.
Wait a second. So
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Rook
C5. Wait, Lawrence is saying something too. I don't know what he's. Okay, Bishop C6, King 7. Yeah, it's fine.
Um, Rookie, yeah. Luckily, that even if you allow all the counterplay in the world, you're gonna survive. Queen B2? Oh my god! Oh my goodness! What?
Queen D4, please.
yeah.
Just
End the misery. King G7 even.
but no. Just Queen D4.
No, of course Queen D4. But like, let's just say, okay, he plays
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh.
There's gonna be some work to do here for Lawrence.
Yeah, but Lawrence is the kind of guy who he's not going to prep openings in the break. Like he literally
No,
just has
no.
to splash some water on his face, and that is another rook, by the way. I mean, that's yeah. I think he's just stressed out, man. Like
He does like after that game where he had the maiden one, he was a queen up and he lost.
yeah,
He's definitely been rattled since then. So just right now he's got to find a way to collect himself and get back to playing his usual chess.
yeah. This has been a super crazy 75 minutes of 5+1. Absolutely shattering the expectations of Smarter Chess. Mr. James Canty has a 5.5 to 2.5 lead. He is chilled out, flexing, smirking at the audience. I mean, you name it, he's doing it. We're going to take a short break, and we will be right back with 45 minutes of 3+1 in the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship, presented by Landover. Welcome back, everybody, to our second semifinal matchup in the I Am Not a GM Speeches Championship, brought to you by Landover. And just want to remind you once again of our Smarter Chess Stats by chessgoals.com. 3.5, 4.5 was our forecast in the 5+1 segment. And Jeffrey, it was anything but that.
Indeed, it was. I would definitely say like Lawrence left quite a few points there on the table, so it could have easily been the other way even, but I mean, this is just as Lawrence. I don't know what to really say except he's just got to find a way get a win, and then get his mojo back.
Well, let's assume that one thing is correct in terms of simple math of how much time we have here for 45 minutes of 3+1. Smarter Chess is calling it 3.5 in this segment. That would be 7 games. So let's just say 7 games. What do you think is going to happen? You think it's going to be 4-3? You think it's going to be a complete blowout? You think Lawrence is going to make a huge comeback if he focuses?
I'm going to say it's going to go either one of two ways. And I feel like the first game might determine, because when we switch a time control, you're going to have to see players, increase their pace, and who adjusts the rhythm first usually has an edge. If Lawrence gets the first win, I think he comes right back and ties it. But if not, this could be a runaway.
One thing I don't quite, and I was going to say, depending on how Lawrence played in this game, one thing I don't quite understand about Lawrence is, well, actually, he's totally improved it in this game. He plays so provocatively, and you can't do that when you're down 3. And that's why I like exactly what he's done now. This is just a very solid standard approach to an offbeat opening. And I mean, he's just much better with black after 9 moves, right?
Yeah,
so
and 92 is not a move here, by the way. You would trap your bishop.
Which means Canty's out of options because he's been spamming that move. So it's...
Yeah, you don't want to play other moves. Like you said, this is just a gorgeous position right out of the opening. And he's going to sack, looks like 3 pawns are hanging.
3 pawns?
Yeah.
This is insane. Much better approach to the Jobava London. What? Why didn't he take with check? Am I crazy? He could have. Okay, I guess
think you could have made an argument for taking either of the pawns, but yeah, e4 restored as a threat.
Yep.
Not actually easy how to steer clear of that.
Bishop f5.
Yeah, I think that's the best solution.
But I don't know what else you could possibly do. What exactly is there to think about? E4 is a threat. I mean, C4 doesn't do it. You got to go bishop f5.
Right. I think it hasn't occurred to him yet, but I'm expecting to see that. Yeah. Oh, knight c1, but he's giving another chance at c3 and a3.
Okay, so James just wants to lose all his pawns. I mean, Lawrence should just take it, right? It's free.
Yeah. Wow. That much is clear, and now
it really feels like, if Lawrence focuses in the first 15 moves and doesn't let the game get out of hand and doesn't play too provocatively, he can storm back, because
totally.
It definitely feels like James has loosened up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's never been the guy that he gets the lead and he can just protect it. He's still going to be James. He's still going to play his fun style and give you chances.
Yeah. I saw someone in chat say they're about to get on and check some Jobava London lines after this. They feel inspired. Do not play it like this. Let me tell you, this has been a disaster of a game, but otherwise he has gotten great positions. The problem is he hasn't gotten great positions from main lines. He's gotten great positions because Lawrence just plays like a maniac sometimes.
You're right. Yeah. I think you wanted to say at the very start, like Lawrence should play principally against Jobava London, and he's finally done that.
Yep.
And I think, oh, wait a second. Is he allowing some weird stuff? Like I'd take an h6.
Yep. I don't know why that position was apparently completely lost, but I have no.
Okay, but oh, he maybe took with the wrong piece there, but okay. This still, I don't know. Still. Actually,
why was it zeros?
I think it was 94 and h6. Like, so take with the knight first, I guess. And
then h6, queen h5, etc. I mean, look, even here, Canty has found some chances, but it's still...
No, but the issue is queen e4 comes with tempo in this Very
Yes. Also f6 rook f7.
very logical. Yeah. Oh, because your bishop doesn't even like you can put it on h6, but it just gets trapped in.
He should not allow bishop f6. Oh, that's a nice move.
Rook a6 is cool. Yeah.
That's a nice move. Okay, h6 you can still play.
Yeah, maybe just rook g6.
I wouldn't have done that because now the queen can't go. Where's the queen going?
No idea.
Yeah, I mean a3, a2, a1. White's rook will be glued to the first rank. Very clean.
Yeah,
game.
I think he had a brief look there. James did but it was extremely hard to detect.
Yeah, not a human blitz move for sure. Okay, I mean this is a1 is going to be a check when it happens, which is an even bigger problem.
You have to deal with that, but in doing so, I mean, if you just plant the rook on a1, that's not going to get it done either.
Yep. Queen c2 or that.
Oh, watch out! Watch out!
Oh my God.
Lauren smiles. Yeah, he's like, all right, that's a nice one.
That is completely nuts. It's really never over till it's over.
All right, he sees it, and
that was a savage trap. That was good for him.
Honestly, I think Lawrence should have said something after that one, like, nice try. So I just I asked if they could be trash talking in their little room, and the answer was yes. So as Lawrence, I would actually start something, you're down by 3, try and kind of start some chaos,
Lawrence is definitely, he's talking, but the thing is, Canty might have, and we can get confirmation of this, Canty might have left the audio. Like, he might not be able to hear him.
Oh, he has laser focus mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Canty's the kind of guy who would prefer the, I mean, if it's like social,
yeah,
some drinking after a tournament, maybe he will trash talk verbally, but I feel like for this, he would, it's just mate.
That's mate. So right. my approach as either guy would be like, if I'm up in the match, I'm leaving the audio. Like, don't disturb me. But if I'm trailing, then it's like, now I'm gonna start talking. Yeah.
There was a period of time this became like super trendy, right? And I mean, h4 was the way to go. But now it seems like Black has equalized everywhere. Not like that though.
No. I think this is okay. This used to be Levon's pet line where he would always start like this. No, C5, I think it's...
But I thought you could take it. I thought you can take it. And they're like, hang on to it somehow.
DC, Queen A5, yeah, maybe. It's just another type of position. Though.
Okay, this is like a great situation for Black. I mean, Black will not face G4. And White, oh my gosh, this is very dangerous. A6, B5.
Yeah, I don't know. Whose attack is coming first here? I would think Black, because G4 is going to be hard to get in.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, White is not careful, but Black is not careful. Rook G1 and G4 will happen, but
he castles short, which that's got to be a bad sign.
That's a crazy move. Wow. But he can't move the queen side at all. I mean, C2 is just the whole town is ready to capture on C2.
Wait, so hold on. Let me get this straight. Both sides are playing the Jabava London or Verisov setup?
It does seem like for this game, Lawrence has gone to it yet. B4.
Oh, hold on. Wait. He just gave him B. Okay, it's not that clear. Maybe Queen D8. What's going on there?
Knight D5, Rook C2. Queen E3.
Yeah. Okay. Queen E3, but E6.
Bishop G5. F6.
F6. Yeah, it's not clear cut. Lauren's definitely investigating those lines. Oh, Bishop B5 also moved, and he plays that one.
Ah, so there you go.
Rook C3, yeah, Rook C3, Bishop D7, and you're in this pin.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate situation.
Wait, E7 also hanging.
Yeah, what's Black's move here?
Hold on a second. What is the move? This looks kind of
sack the exchange. Rook C3, Bishop D7. Just take on C3. Try to take on D4.
Yeah. I think you're right. seems to be the best available option.
Okay, but that kind of sucks. Like, you don't want to part ways with material so easily.
Usually no, but like that position, if you're probably gonna get a pawn, you might activate your bishops too. So I'm warming up to that.
Yes, but he is spending a ton of time. In 3-0, sure. But in 3-1, you have a deception that you have this increment, you know? You don't need to play that fast.
Yeah, how are you with I
Awful,
mean, when I
awful.
feel like with the 1 second increment, I almost feel like there's none at all, right? It's just like
I mean, I feel that way when I get myself down to 5 seconds, but during the
Yeah.
game, it's the... Oh my
no,
God.
this doesn't work though. Hold on. I take on D7 and take on E7 at the end. That's all.
Oh,
How does that
wow.
work?
And take on E7 at the end. Rook C4, the favorite Lawrence Trent move, maybe. Queen B6, some forks.
Wait, but you just hang your bishop or? Oh, Queen D8's the idea.
Queen
Whoa.
D8, that is...
Because H4 is hanging. Wow, does this really work? Oh,
Oh,
knight H5 Rook C2.
H4 hangs and then D4 hangs.
Oh yeah. Loose pieces here.
This is nuts. Bishop E5?
Yeah, Bishop E5 looks like a good move, but then maybe Bishop H6. Oh wait, no, that's.
Oh,
I
maybe
get-
maybe you can take
No,
it.
I get away. Yeah, I get away. I mean, I have a draw in that case, probably.
Yes. Yes.
I don't actually know who's playing for a win here, though, to be honest.
I have no idea. I feel like the spectators are playing for a win. This is okay. F6, just kick it out.
But I don't want to play F6 somehow because, like, then okay, yeah, he's going this one.
Ooh, is Lawrence gonna accept the draw?
I'm inclined to take white. What if you try a move like Queen E2 or D1? Oh, that was apparently wrong.
Rook E8? Oh, okay.
No, but Rook E8, I thought I could take on D5.
D5.
So yeah. Oh, maybe F6 was the problem on the previous.
Oh, in that position, F6 was a problem. Okay, wow. This looks...
But anyways, yeah, this is still lots of tension here.
I'm still trying to go Rook E8.
Yeah.
So is he.
Yeah, I like this decision. Keep the queens on. You need F6 at some point.
Bishop F5? Or that's a good move.
Oh,
H3.
I like that move. Love that. Queen H2.
That looks terrible. You can even play like...
I mean-
Can you play like A6? Just like a quick move, like A6.
Oh,
but
wait a second. But he blundered G4, which is, and now
No, Queen H4. He has Queen H4, no?
he does, but I think white should be able to corral that pawn.
Oh, Jeffrey, he also had F6, King F7. Some insane like idea to like get Rook H8, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, but no, maybe you have a point. It's hard to pick up the H3 pawn, which I need.
Bishop
to get off the board.
G4?
Does that work? Hold on. That might work. Wait, Bishop G4, FG takes. And how do I stop the diagonal check?
Wow.
He finds it.
If Canty's down 2 points, if the score's flipped, he doesn't play that move. But he trusts himself. He doesn't need to calculate it. He just thinks that white is in trouble. And I think he's right.
Again, I mean, he's shell shocked. Like again, it's happened.
Yeah, he can't move his knight.
Wow.
And Queen E4's mate. Queen F3's mate.
Queen F3. Oy.
Wow. Take with the pawn. James, take with the pawn.
No, Lawrence, I don't think he's gonna make another move.
Man.
Wow.
Ah, James back up. Another Jobava London.
Yeah, but okay, Lawrence, just go right back to the well. Like you had a. Okay, now James,
Bishop
slight
G-
adjustment here.
Okay. I don't know.
He's not going to give him the doubled C pawns this time around.
I do not know this. What is A6?
I think it's okay.
But you didn't need to do it. I mean, you couldn't have just taken C5 like.
Yeah, true. True.
What is
Bishop
going on?
F5. Wait, no, this is a good move.
Yes, Bishop F5. Yes, I forgot about this E4 thing, trapping his bishop. I get it now. I get it.
Mm-hmm. But
I
now
get it.
James sees this, and how do you actually keep your center intact? Because I don't see a way.
I also
Maybe okay. Go try Queen E7. I think.
And just lose d5. No, I feel like you can't lose d5.
But
Knight d5.
well, I take and I go knight f6. I mean, I'm trying, but maybe to no avail.
This a pawn is so clutch for white, preventing b4. anything
Yeah.
from- yeah.
True. There is really nothing better though. I think you should try queen e7, sack the pawn the best way possible, and keep the game going.
This doesn't look good. Down a minute
No.
on move 10 here. Definitely uncomfortable. And he goes
Right,
d4.
Okay. Also reasonable. Yeah.
Just go back. Yeah. And
Can
b4 was winning.
oh, it's still oh, it
It's
was
still winning.
Oh no. Well, you no. There's rook d8. So you take on c8, right? Rook a c8, b4, rook f d8.
Yeah, well, yes. Sorry. Yes, I was very excited. I kind of forgot black moved. I was like, all right, black didn't make a move. It's still time for my plan. Yeah, b4 was super strong. Okay, apparently.
Wait, bishop
this is
d4. Oh, okay.
Why did he not go rook fd8? Just pinning. I just
Yeah, it felt like things were going in the right direction for Lawrence.
knight b2 is a threat.
Yeah, but there is still definitely compensation for the pawn.
Actually, knight b2, rook c3, bishop d6 is not nice.
Yeah, don't forget about that one. But I mean, now maybe here it's a threat, right? Knight b2. Oh, that's a fishy move, and immediately snapped off by Lawrence.
Yeah, apparently that wasn't the right way, but it looks to me like the right way. Knight
Can you
b.
go? Oh, you can't go knight g4. I want knight g4 here,
Why not?
but rook a3, knight e5, knight e5.
Oh, and at the end, everything kind of ties together.
Yeah,
Ouch. Do you have like okay? He plays knight, but bishop
ooh,
f6
but
is coming.
you're allowing bishop f6. No.
Rook
No,
a4.
no. Rook a4 is that's a sweet move. That's definitely James. James will go for that, I think.
Yeah, because you see rook e4, but you're like, wait a minute, I got this guy, and that's just There you go. It's not over. Queen f3, maybe.
Yeah, queen f3, rook f4, both look really good.
Actually, it might just be over. That
Yeah, he has to deal with the threat.
it's mate in 2, queen f6. Actually, 3, queen g5. But
Yeah, if you want to be technical. So here, queen f5, threatening rook a. Oh no,
queen
wait.
h5, I thought.
Black. Yeah, queen f5 allows rook g8. So queen h5, rook.
Queen h3, rook h4.
But do I have time to take on c2 in that case?
I wouldn't have played that move. I feel like
Yeah, rook g8. I like rook g8 here. You still have to consolidate for white. Hold on, he's giving c2. Why? Oh wait, and he's also giving this. Oh,
that could change everything. Oh my goodness, he's blundered in exchange. Rook e3 might be forced because queen f3 in the pin.
oh my, wait. Finally, I think Lawrence catches a break.
I think Lawrence is praying to whatever god he believes in. I mean, look at him. He's so relieved. But he has to win. I mean, would you have... Okay, I guess queen trades.
I think it's fine. Yeah, you wanna swap.
Oh god, f5 is so brutal.
That was a very clutch find.
Knight
by Lawrence.
d3.
Yeah, knight d3. Oh, but there's a rook e8.
There is
And I
rook
think
e8. Yep.
I'm probably happy to gift my 2 rooks for a queen.
Yeah. Rook e8 for sure. You don't even have to think. It's not getting mated.
Yeah, rook e. Do you go rook e8 here or no? I think
I
it's still
would.
fine.
Yeah, I would for sure because you just pick up the pawns. Yeah, he goes for it, and I mean you lose the queen side, and
Yeah, there shouldn't be any tricks.
that's actually kind of annoying. But b5 a4 and
Okay, James is gonna try to maybe harass, throw in a knight h5.
yeah, and back. But the king is completely safe on
Yeah,
h6.
it's too safe. Yeah, you just push down the board. Oh wait, there are some fortress ideas. Let's say you sack the knight and you
Oh, the
try-
knight. Yeah.
You can you can kind of keep it together for a while, but I don't even know if you can sack the knight.
You can't reach a3. I just play rook a3, queen c1. Even queen c1, take the rook if I'm feeling really disrespectful. But I don't think it.
Wait, can you do that out of curiosity? I think you can.
Yes, I think so. Right now, yes, I think it's possible. Queen c1 and then sack. Queen. Oh, he was in check. Yeah.
Yeah, just king f8.
Don't hang the queen. Like knight e3. You know, anything is possible. Don't hang the queen.
A3. He's got this now.
Okay, there's a back rank mate. Rook g4, rook b4, rook.
Yeah, he's trying to set it up.
Okay.
But yeah, Lawrence, he wasn't born yesterday, so this shouldn't.
That's okay. Check, and now you can queen because you block, or you can do that. Yep. Well.
Yeah, this is where Lawrence, I would say, like, all right, just resign, mate. I mean, this is
Okay, king h6 is a stalemate. This is still it's made in like 2. No, I mean this Canty should bleed as much time. Knight e3, I think, is the most sobering.
Yeah, no, I totally agree that Canty should bleed time, but as Lawrence, like, I would let him know, like, in verbally, I would.
Oh, but he can't hear you.
I can't. Yeah, he's
remember.
Smart. Okay.
Yeah,
he's smart.
Yeah, no, they do offer it to the players if they want to play with open mic. Guys, can we please get another opening? Please. No. Oh,
okay.
Yes, he likes this as well. This is I played the Trempowski a lot against James when we had our match because he likes King's Indians and all this stuff. You play a Trempowski against the King's Indian player, they're not very happy. So he after the match, he was like, yeah, you were really annoying me by playing Bishop G5. So, but here we have some totally unique position already.
Yeah, this looks good for just really easy for black. Got in C5.
Bishop E7. Doesn't black just have 2 central pawns here? Like, isn't black just good shape?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. C4.
But I mean, this is just playing for complete equality. Bishop E7.
Yep. Is this the most normal game they've had after like 8 moves?
Probably, yeah.
This looks.
Wait, see, as Lawrence, I don't understand. You were getting such good positions in the close Sicilian, and then why did you suddenly?
Look, man. Listen, I'm telling you. Sometimes you go in with a strategy, and it just goes out the window. I came in with a strategy against Eric. I didn't follow the strat at all. Also, white is just comfortable now because of the isolated pawn position, right? So.
Yeah, I think maybe Canty should have been more careful, but it's still not too easy to exploit.
Could he have taken with the pawn on e4?
Yeah, I would have been more inclined to take like that. Maybe he was worried about some b4. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like he didn't spend enough time to even contemplate before.
Yeah,
yeah. He just took and I'm looking at like queen g5 after you move.
Yeah, f3 is not a move that I would even consider.
Bishop d3, queen d2. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but both players seem to not really how do I say, like, care about the isolated pawn weakness. That was my impression, at least.
Yeah, I still think white isn't white super happy here? Like after e4, the bishop seems.
No, but b5 is coming too.
A4, I thought.
Oh, you start with a4, okay.
Yeah, I figured
a4 is a good move. Yeah.
I figured the knight is easier to use, but yeah, white's king is a bit weak. Yeah, for sure.
No, a4, a5 is actually very important because if black were to have gotten in b5, b4, then it would. That's flipping the script. So.
Yeah, but a5.
A5 now.
What do you want to trade here? You want to trade queens, 1 rook, 2 rooks?
I think I want to wait for you to play e4 and then try and double on the d file. Put pressure on the knight that is now less secure.
Where does your bishop go? There?
There.
I was thinking that,
yeah, you allow knight f5. I guess it's not a big deal, or is it? Knight f5, queen g5.
I feel like that was not seen. Otherwise, he would not have played that move. but both guys seem to miss it. Knight f5 looked just so strong.
Yeah, but you have to be careful as Lawrence here because, as I said, that knight on d4 not the most stable piece. If black doubles, which he's doing so.
I would
Yeah, I
have,
like.
I would not have played e4 until I had like a king on h1 or a queen on e3. And,
Right, the full readiness.
Sorry,
This-
rook d.
Yeah,
Eight?
rook d8. Like, and Lawrence, he's shaking his head. What he's wondering, what is he doing exactly? Oh, he's got b4 after rook d8. Can you show that? Just
Yes, but
hold
also
on, wait.
queen f8 was one of the strangest moves I've ever seen.
No.
B4?
Also knight f5. Yeah, there's some knight f5 ideas too. So like,
Oh, to threaten a mate, right?
yeah.
Okay, Slackfish was not the biggest fan, but
b4 first and knight f5. Yeah. Okay, but this also is a good transition for Lawrence.
I mean, isn't Lawrence just getting f5 here? This looks really dangerous for black. Queen c1, f5.
Yeah,
Knight
or do you
d5?
jump in immediately with knight d5.
I didn't want to allow bishop c6. Why queen
Ah.
f2? Why queen f2? I would have liked the queen.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but oh, hold on, bishop c6 is actually kind of annoying.
That's what I'm saying. It's a super annoying move.
Yeah, queen on c1 was better position. Maybe here do you go knight g4?
How about f5, queen h4?
f5, bishop e4, queen h4, but bishop f5.
Yeah, bishop f5, I guess. Queen c5 by black is super annoying.
No, I don't. Yeah, this has gone to right once again. He lost some sort of control, and now black's pieces look good.
Oh my
F5.
goodness. F5 is an insane move. Isn't c4 just a free pawn now?
Yeah, but he's saying maybe what is he?
What is he saying? Knight d6?
Bishop, no, bishop b5,
b3, queen. I don't know. It's defended.
queen b4. Oh, but queen b6.
Yeah, queen b6. Oh my god, queen b6 is game over. It just literally ends the game on the spot. Oh my gosh.
He missed that. Yeah.
Wow. It's right there.
Lawrence.
Mac. Oh, wrong way.
Missed it. Okay, but does Canty have a good response to this? This looks like a pretty strong double.
Queen back to f8. Queen f8.
Yeah.
Knight d. Oh, no, there is no knight d6. E6. E6 looks super strong.
E6. Okay,
Rook
H3
e1,
also.
e6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lawrence, do not play knight e5.
Wait. Hold on. I feel like he jumped.
Oh, he
my
slipped!
god, no.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Oh man, I mean, really, like if he won this game, we could have seen an immediate turnaround. That is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I'm speechless. Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I know we're supposed to talk as the commentators, but I'm just sort of sad. I'm like, that is absolutely brutal.
But in the final position, like if he recaptured, I think rook e4 is coming. So like the worst was maybe over for James.
Oh, sorry, I pulled up absolutely not the right game. Hold on. This is a new software. Apologies. I think the last time I had to go to the archive, they literally did it for me. Yeah. Bring back Danya. Is Danya in Spain? Is that where he went to do like
last I heard he had a couple of camps in Charlotte, I think, or somewhere, and but he is headed to Madrid very, very soon.
Oh, very nice. Well, I hope the kids who were at the camp learned a lot. And yeah, now I mean, listen. I feel like anytime there's a big chess event in a city, there's a bit of a buzz. Like, did you go to Dubai or have you been at any of the World Championships?
No, unfortunately, no. I'm hoping that maybe Fabi wins. Rex, make a bid, get it in St. Louis, and let's have a good time there.
Yeah, actually, I mean, listen, the last time it was Fabi, it was actually no.
Sergey and Magnus played in New York.
Yeah. That was the Sergey match. Why is the position completely lost? Knight b3?
Wait.
Or that?
Oh man, Lawrence is tilting. He's just, and it's hard to blame him, honestly. Okay, rook e8. best try, I guess. And now maybe what's the best way here? F4 is not a move. Oh, bishop G7. Wow.
That's from bad to worse, yeah. I mean, white is threatening maybe even F4, F5.
Yeah, rookie. Oh, does Queen C3 like
Queen
sets up some nastiness? Yeah, that is nasty.
That's not okay. That's not accept. Yeah, and can't listen. That's not a hard thing to find. It's bad, very bad. I feel like Lawrence needs to be within 2 going into the bullet, and he needs to win maybe 2 games. He needs to win 3-1 or 2-0.
Wait, so right now, if you're in Lawrence's corner, like, what do you tell him? He's hung another piece there on C5, albeit it was losing. But what do you tell him as of right now?
I'll just tell him to chill the F out. You know, well, if I was in his corner, I would be hyping him up, right? So I'd be like, yo, man, this dude's getting lucky. But if I was in James' corner, I'd be like, yo, man, this dude is trash. You know, like you gotta hype the guy. It's like a fighter, you know, it's like George St. Pierre once told his coach, I think I pulled my groin. And his coach said, I want you to hit him with your groin. You know, like, I don't know. At the end of the day, you can do as much coaching as you want, but it's the player that has to play the moves, you know? And yeah. I felt that way too. A lot of people are like, oh, you should see a sports psychologist. I'm like, maybe, but at the end of the day, I still have to play the moves. So.
Ooh, sports psychologist. That's, I didn't realize that got thrown in there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, for me, and not for anybody here, but I think I would benefit. But the thing is, you know, I talked to Anish Giri about sports psychology, and he said sports and chess are a very different thing. Like, and he is not convinced a sports psychologist would help as much or understand the mind of a chess player. And I was like, maybe, you know, maybe.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I could see why he'd be skeptical about that. So wait, what is going on here? So Lawrence took on D5, James took on C2, and who benefits from that?
It's suddenly a thematic Jobava London match.
Yes.
Well, Jeffrey, what would you tell yourself? Like, you're down 4.
I mean, I've been saying it most of the time. Like, you just have to find a way. You can say that there was something working for Lawrence at the very start, but he was getting good positions at the opening. He was winning. Wait, and what's going on here? Did James trap his bishop?
Yeah, I thought there was some G4. But like, okay, you don't have all that time to say to yourself, you know? All that.
No, you don't. It's really on to the next. That's the hard part of these matches. Like, you don't have, outside the breaks, which are also not so long, you don't have time to really regroup and talk to yourself, but you just have to find a way. That's plain and simple.
You just have to, that's what I'm saying. You could say all you want.
Wait, can I how do I trap this pesky bishop?
I mean, this is like so disrespectful. What's happening here?
Going around the world, but you can't trap it yet. It's got a C4 square.
I love how, like, it feels like white should just be much better. And he's not.
No, he's just... because you've exposed your king with G4, right? So it's like, if you don't trap my bishop, then there might be hell to pay for you.
Yeah, I can definitely see him tanking a bit here and trying to generate a kingside attack. Really, like, what else can you do? But Canty has nothing to fear. Take the bishop, knight F6, knight D5.
Yeah. Really.
Knight B6, knight D5. I don't know.
Yeah, I would take the bishop. Also E5. Oh wait, why does he give the rook? Why? Why give the rook?
I think he completely forgot about that.
Wait, let me see. Wait, still stone face?
Yeah.
Man, he's got quite a good poker face.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I meant to do that. The fact that he didn't take immediately has me convinced that he might have just forgot.
But man, that is a pretty good poker face. Maybe he plays that on the side. I don't know.
And that's why you can't chess box him. Like, because you're going to hit him and you'll be like, wow, I like really hit him good. And he's just standing there stone faced.
Yeah.
Like,
you've actually really just scratched him. Yeah.
It's okay. Well, now, Lawrence, this is a gift. I mean,
oh, wait. So now you've got Queen E8, right? You've just got Queen E8 here.
Lawrence has if he doesn't like, yeah, wow, good for him. Very nice. And that's James.
And if you really want to be dirty about this, don't take on F8 right away. You should be able to go
That's
Rook C1 maybe?
Rook
What do you think? C1?
Rook C1 is so mean. I think it's also the best move.
Yeah, he finds it.
And Rook C4. Oh my gosh. That's mean. Canty should sit. Just let the clock run.
Yeah. Because this might also be a way of definitely disrupting Lawrence.
Actually, the best move to play here to keep the game going is maybe it doesn't matter because Rook F8 is coming.
Yeah, no, here you just lose you lose everything.
B5 actually does more harm than good because the A pawn becomes a queen. So like if Canty, like I'm trying to find a way.
Wait, no, there's a way. B5 AB you take with the bishop. And then you could actually
yeah.
I
Look
mean
at that.
you don't lose your piece, but you still lose the game.
Oh my gosh, that's
Wait, I would have taken on F8. Like, why allow checks, Lawrence? Come on.
yeah, this is
I mean, there is no reason to allow this.
Queen E4?
He's just let him waste maybe another 2 minutes.
Oh, he's missed this entirely. Oh my goodness, Lawrence, no. Oh my god, this might be an entire game that doesn't happen now.
Yeah, you would think like this is a very minor thing, but 3 minutes, I mean, it goes a really long way in these match formats.
Yeah, every time you make a move, you get a second. I mean, bishop D2, bishop E1, and the game goes on for a while.
Yeah, you bring your king in, make sure not to allow any forcing wins. And
This is the stuff I was doing against Eric. Like, this is what ended up driving me crazy because I was just allowing way more than he wants to sack.
Then he deserved, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, they could end Rook B5, King. Just
Okay,
take on B5.
sack.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and leave it there. Walk your king. Okay, but we've been here for nearly 2 minutes, if not more, of this now. You know, and James should blitz out the rest of the game and then sit there until the clock goes to 7 minutes.
Yeah, Lawrence can't even pre-move here because the pawns are loose on the king side. So
Yep. That great strat. I mean, I don't know, really. Who knows? Like, if you take into account the equation of who's in better form and everything, maybe Canty's the favorite at any game that you boot up. But like, still, this is a lot.
I mean, generally, you want more time as the trailer.
Yes, and I believe that this game was completely over with about 11 minutes on the timer, and now we're down to
maybe 12.
Yeah, this is nuts. And the game is still going.
Wait, why is he thinking? Move. Every second is so precious here.
Yep. Why is he queening again? I feel like he's just mate. Queen G2 mate. Just mate.
Yeah, this is
okay, it's mate now.
But okay. Wait. Actually, Canty should also run his clock, but anyway.
Oh, yeah. Canty missed that opportunity. Wow, he almost burned 3 minutes extra. Craziness. Crazy.
All right, first E45 of the match.
That's a full game. This game might go the rest of the timer. Like,
potentially, yeah.
Because it's 8 minutes, right? If it's a long scramble, that could be the end right there. So
my bad, I misspoke. Yeah, they did have this. Oh my goodness, what is this called?
This is the Nachmanson Gambit. And if you don't know what you're doing here, you're gonna get that's not a good
that
move.
Looks pretty fishy to me.
Knight D4, yeah. Oh, maybe even knight. No, not knight G5. But
knight G5, but there maybe a knight D5 or something. But yeah. So this.
Yeah, this is not what you're supposed to do.
Although I still don't. I mean, you're gonna get D something. D5.
I don't know. Oh, well, Rook E1, there was just bishop C5. He could have just moved the bishop out of the way.
Well, but I can't argue with how he's playing. This is also
bishop H6 on the way.
Yeah, don't blunder that.
Don't play Rook AD. Don't play Rook D1, bishop G4 at some point.
Yeah, maybe knight G6.
H3. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a move. Actually, it's a pretty good move because then I don't have a great square for my bishop.
Okay, Stockfish hated it, but we all agreed it was a good move. So bishop D2.
Okay, pretty normal stuff here.
If Lawrence finds a way to win this game with black, wow, that is a professional move. He's like, I'm higher rated in classical. Let's play an endgame. Let's go.
I like it. And yeah, this is going to dry off. think you take on G3,
Oh, wow.
take on F7.
What do you take here?
I think you take on G3.
Hmm.
And now D4 would be ambitious.
But knight e4 and probably just a draw, right?
You take in C5 though.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
funny.
go-
Okay,
Mhm.
rook f1. Oh, now d4 for sure and c5.
Oh
and-
yeah, yeah, D4. Yeah.
Ah,
He's not fighting for the dark squares. Okay, they're really just gonna try and
what?
simplify. Oh,
Ah.
the bishop F5.
Oops. Oopsies. Bishop b3. a6,
Yeah,
I guess.
no, I think B6. Oh, B6 92. But I wouldn't really want to go A6 and give you all of those dark squares if I don't have to. No, I think B6 for sure. Yeah, bishop through
Okay,
B6.
he just. Oh, Canty's gone off the deep end here. This is not good for
Mhm.
him or Canty fans, I suppose. And Lawrence
Yeah,
has enough
maybe-
time to win this game and get another.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I feel like Canty might have put it on cruise control a bit too much, like just
D4?
trying to trade all the rooks, and yeah, now he's blundered everything.
Oh my god, he's blundered literally everything.
DC just BC. Oh wait, the knight has no good squares.
It's
outside of
trapped
D1.
completely. Yeah, d1.
But there, you even just go D3. You take the knight, and white can't do anything.
Yep, run the king, dark squared bishop versus yeah. Let's see how sharp Lawrence is feeling.
Yeah, just
Sharp.
Yep.
What a
That's-
game. He's gonna get another one. What a clean win by Lawrence. I mean, mouse slips are possible, but
I think this one is pretty straightforward.
yeah, don't freak out. Bring the king, g5, h5, or even take, and then g6, or that. Wow. This is a bad situation, I feel like, for Canty. This is not what he wanted to happen. Because
King
Lawrence is
F3,
catching
yeah.
fire now. I feel like Lawrence will play knight e5, but he might play knight e3, yeah.
Oh, he's sure about. Okay, yeah. He calculated this. His pawns are gonna promote first.
Okay, he's got 4 minutes. Lawrence has to play fast. That's it. He can't use all that time.
Yeah, no, but for sure we get another game. So no harm done on that last one, and yeah, he's gonna get within 2 here. Big wins.
Nah, Canty just sitting there, and yeah, he's got to like take a few deep breaths as well. He cannot lose the next game. He really can't, because then Lawrence is gonna, even with the mouse slip, even with that game where you didn't see mate in one, it's still a 1-point match. So
Yeah, you're right. Like winning 3 games going into bullet, that gives you incredible momentum.
yeah, I mean, Canty's gonna. It doesn't matter. Canty can burn as much clock as possible, but don't play Queen C7. Okay. At least we know the pre-moving skills are still strong, but this doesn't even matter. Like James can sit for 50 seconds, but there's 3 minutes on the clock, so there's.
Yeah,
Is he actually gonna stall the clock out?
apparently. So we can just.
Wow, this is some serious psychological warfare.
Yeah, James, you can see is kind of hiding his face a bit. He might feel a little bit embarrassed, but it's all, this is a strategy coming in, and it's perfectly fine to just.
Yeah, this is my good. Oh my, this is.
Ah, you
he's
think
like-
it's this is a bit over the top? You think this?
Oh, but he's in too deep now. Is he gonna resign before he flags?
Probably.
What do you
not.
think? Is he? Oh, he made a move. I knew it. I had a feeling he was not going to. You know what I mean? Like you lose the. You're like, this is too much, but it's too late, and then. I mean, it's a legitimate strategy when the segment is over, but when you're guaranteed a game, it's not a legitimate strategy, right?
But I think he used that time to really collect himself. He knows how important this next game is.
This is a line that can happen out of a London, like d4 and knight f6, bishop f4, c5. You can take.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
This line is actually pretty good to play f3, e4. I think.
Yeah, I like white's position. It seems
Then
really easy to play. G4 maybe after.
can you have like yeah, I was about to say, can you do that? And like can you take C5 in long castle?
But A6, I don't know if that amounts to anything.
It looks really appetizing. Was there B4 or some complete nonsense? Like
B4 maybe. Yeah. But
okay,
wait, what is like how good is this? I go A6.
oh, I think it's very good. It looks really good. I don't know how good it is.
So you
but-
just take, and then what do I take back with?
Oh, what if it doesn't matter? What if I take and play knight d5? Or
Yeah, so here you take an knight d5.
or queen g5 maybe? And then like
No, but why knight d5 first? No, I actually really like just taking a knight d5 and playing positionally.
I also really liked queen g5
Queen g5, queen c7.
and then knight d5.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this would have been okay, but here
No, this
I'm
is
gonna go knight e2, I guess.
I would just play h4 at this point. Like I'm out of ideas, just play h4, g4.
Still good for white. Knight c3,
Yeah.
you double the rooks.
It is. That bishop is not good on d6. Knight can what about even just knight e3? Stop f5 like
I wouldn't move that.
you would move the knight? You like it?
No. It's pretty
Okay.
good.
Rook d2, double up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting scared. Knight e7 is lurking.
Indeed. And as Lawrence, I think it's really hard to find moves because
I
six, I don't know why the rush.
no, but now like even bishop d5, it feels could be okay.
Well, then I mean,
You trade
you're
everything?
gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer in those end games.
Maybe that's his idea. Like take Canty to the end game, remove all his tactics. Because remember
Makes
last
sense.
game he played queen b8. I mean, how quickly it all fell apart for James.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, very, very good point. Maybe he's found something. Okay, but
Maybe-
that's a waste of time. Now you definitely double here.
Yeah, rook d2. I really want to play g4. I just okay, knight e3. But I-
G4? I don't know.
that looks just knight. The other
Okay,
knight.
here, no, you can do many things. Knight f5 also is an idea, but I like a move like king b1 just to get out of the way.
That's very professional. Okay.
Oh, h4 makes a lot of sense too.
Yes. Stop all queen g5. I mean, h4 is like the polar opposite of king b1.
Well, but
Um,
we do have the same idea in mind, which is to sort of
Yeah.
avoid queen g5.
Oh, knight f5 looks incredible.
I like knight f5. Oh, wait, but he wants to take in bishop c5.
Yeah, so that gets stopped. Rook d5 looks really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like rook d5 a bit more. But here now, if you take on b7, what is the idea?
Can you play queen
Seven.
b7, queen a6, queen c4? Just literally diamond it. Just take everything.
Yeah, I was looking for some idea for James, but I didn't see it. But c3 is a really okay. Yeah, James. It's clear that he's desperate.
You can take it probably.
Oh, because queen f5, queen d6.
That's what I thought. Yes. And is the
That,
end game?
wait, that wins a piece. No, that just wins a piece because you don't have a good square for your king.
Yeah, queen d6 and knight e7. I thought you trade everything, but at the end it's back rank mate. Oh my goodness, this is Lawrence.
Nice.
Yes.
Good night.
Wow. It's a match now, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
Amazing. It is not fun to commentate on matches that are lopsided. All right. I was part of one. It's definitely not fun. And let me tell you, this is going to be an exciting bullet portion. Is Canty
Oh,
still
yeah.
going to stall the clock, by the way?
Well, I don't think he's gonna stall. He's gonna try to play this down a piece.
Knight e3, maximum disrespect. Knight e3 was
That
really,
was an option. Yeah, that was an option. He does it now.
take rook d1. Okay, if
Actually,
Canty doesn't
yeah.
just resign with the timer up, I'm gonna get mad at him. All right.
Wait, didn't you play him? He didn't use these antics against
No, this was
Oh,
this is
okay.
new, man. This is like
This
a
is
new.
new.
This is semifinals Canty. You know, this is his new strat.
see.
No, I definitely gave him chances in our match, but I do not remember him stalling the clock out against me.
Well, I mean, it's gotten him this far, so I can't fault him for this
Ab-
new approach.
Totally, me too. I am not criticizing. I'm merely spectating and giving my opinion. Well,
All right, rook g1. That should do it. Oh, queen f4, king. Ah, maybe.
I'm scared.
Hang on
I'm
a
always
second.
scared.
Queen. Okay, maybe take on c4 then instead.
Yeah, because now you have to flip gears from, oh, I'm not going to mate him to, all right.
Yeah, I don't want to play an endgame, honestly. Like if I'm white. But I guess he's content with that.
I think nobody could have anticipated this segment going this way.
Yeah, I thought, I mean, Lawrence seemed like he was completely spiraling at one point. Like he did that mouse flip, he lost a quick game. And I thought it was getting out of control, but props to Lawrence.
Yeah, huge props. I mean, basically when you're down 4 and you can win 1, that's like it. You know what I mean? Like you're just trying your best.
Right.
You go down 5, it's just over. I mean, 4 is like the most comfortable I'm willing to, and I know there has been a comeback larger than that, but
it's 1
1
out of like 200, right? So
it's so small. Okay, but he has 15 seconds. I mean,
yeah, he's actually not converting this with, great precision.
just play A3, or A4. Just walk the king out.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Because now he's gonna have to deal with an H pawn. Okay, this is better.
No.
Wait, but why did he just give the pawn?
What? Yeah, what? Oh my goodness. Okay, everyone's tilted. I'm tilted. You're tilted. We're all tilted.
He had actually accomplished quite a bit from where he started.
Don't blunder mate somehow. Knight b4, rook a1, knight a2. Like,
yeah, there's no way. Okay, yeah, he's trying, but no, there's no way to even configure.
Okay. All right, guys, come on. C4 or that. Don't. Why are we repeating moves? What are we doing? Okay. Is there a stalemate? I feel like Eric Rosen would have found a stalemate here.
In a few moves. Yeah. Probably something.
Never resign. King c5, like Rosen would go rook c6. Don't play king d6.
Wait, Rosen, his signature. Wait, what is his signature is like you expect him to recapture and he makes a move.
Yes.
So like imagine rook b6.
Yes.
Rook takes b6, king a8, and Canty pre-moves c5, and that's stalemate.
Yes, exactly. In this case, Canty goes for a rook pre-move, and oh my goodness, Lawrence Trent from the depths of I mean, it was over. I mean, it like down 4 games, storms back to win 3 straight after a crazy mouse slip and a blunder, and it is 8.5, 7.5 after the 3+1 segment, which sets us up for an extremely epic 25-minute segment of Bullet. We'll be right back. Quick commercial break. And we've got some Bullet between our last 2 semifinalists in the I Am Not a GM Speeches Championship, presented by Landover.
This is going to be a real-time breakdown of Danny Wrench's games all time on chess.com.
That's cool. Oh! In the last month, I am playing 83.12.
I'm less accurate than them in every stage.
Yeah.
Man, That stings a little
You
bit.
should
Okay.
do the more game review.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, so
Tuesday sucks. I gotta stop playing chess on Tuesday. Oh, it's because it's Title Tuesday.
Look how many blunders there were back in December 2020. And now December 2021, 1,600. Don't look at this number. look at this number. Best.
Let's go to tactics. Mates. I'll probably need to work on these ones. Yep.
Every single rook fork that has presented itself to me, I have found. No one has a higher percentage of rook forks than I do. Yes, correct.
These are literally the knight forks that you missed.
I missed knight d6.
You saw it just now.
What the is wrong with me?
I could have done here and then taken this pawn, and I'm winning because my pawns get held together. That's probably the coolest part about this feature.
Like these positions against Hess? Rook there for rook e2. And he blunders mate in one. Oh my goodness. I'm awful.
Hey chess fans, I'm here to tell you about a new mobile app, a web browser game called Landover. This game brings together all of the fun elements of Settlers of Catan, I don't know which one it is. All I know is that Landover will end that dispute because it's simpler, it's faster, in many ways it's more fun, and it's right on the app. Now you don't have to debate whether we're going to play Catan tonight because it might take 45 minutes to an hour with that guy who can't make a decision about where to put the road. It's not that big of a deal, dude. You're ruining game night. Landover solves these problems, and on an app on your phone, you can now play in 15, 20 minutes max. Amazing enhancements to all the things about Catan that you love within this app experience. Use the command sponsor or command Landover to check it out and download it today. You've been playing daily chess games. Now you can play a daily game of Catan, which was never possible before without Landover. Hope you check it out, and we'll see you around on chess.com and on the Landover app.
Welcome back, everybody, to the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship presented by Landover. And to that end, we just want to give you a friendly reminder that you can win a diamond membership. You just have to join the Landover.io Discord server. You know the drill. It's Twitch. Type !Landover in the chat. And I'm assuming the same can be applied to YouTube if you type in !Landover. And I don't know how do we broadcast to like 7 websites still? I know Danny used to make jokes about like Mixer. Oh, terrific. Well, fantastic. Look at that. There you go, chat. Get involved. Shout out to Landover once again for sponsoring us. And shout out to Danny and Robert Hess in the chat. Taking a break from a less prestigious event than the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship, which is the candidates today on Res Day. And we're about to kick things off here in the Bullet. This match was almost all but over, but it is now a 1-point game with 25 minutes to go, and anything can happen.
Yeah, truly anything can happen as we've witnessed so far. And yeah, we didn't even get a chance to look, but we're underway. Let's get the action.
Yeah, the smarter chess prediction is like very stable for this event. I mean, 3.5. It's literally 3.5 for both guys in every segment, except apparently Lawrence was supposed to get 4.5 in the 5+1. But enough of that. I feel like Jeffrey, it's been such a goofy match that I feel like it's about to get goofy times 10. Like King F1.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. And G4 G5 on the way.
Wait, King E2? Okay, that's one king move too many. And why are they still goodness? What is anybody understand? Like
no. No one knows what's going on. I really feel like it's like two kids who got set loose in an arcade and they have to just like pick up as much candy as possible. Like just running.
That is this feels like, yeah. So I mean, Bullet is not really just about playing random moves quickly. I think you want to know when do you invest time, when do you just play by your intuition. So the first that will come to that realization, I think will get the first edge. Yeah,
they're playing like it's 1-0. Like they're not playing as though they get a bonus second. Oh my goodness, what about the bishop?
C5? Ooh.
Oh no, knight e6 is on the way. How do you attack this white king?
No way. And yeah, you really need, okay, knight, what is this? D5 or knight? Yeah, everything is good.
He wanted bishop G4, but it's queen E5 is coming.
No, this is not gonna cut it. So yeah, I mean, somehow you just have to take a step back, know that you don't have to bullet everything, especially not in such a sharp position.
King.
Oh, okay, but
yeah, that's
knight F5, yeah. Oh, or this.
To think that long and still blunder a check is definitely tough. King C8, okay, at least no more checks, at least no more checks.
Yeah, there's no forced mate, but I think you go like queen, I don't know. Wait, what do you actually, knight F5 or what? What do you do?
I don't know, knight E4. Yeah,
this is.
Oh? I mean, queen C7 is mate. Oh, he hung mate.
Hangs the mate. Okay.
Yeah, I had a bad feeling. To be honest,
I
was gonna say you can't be frustrated. You lost. That whole game was like literally Russian roulette of chess. Anybody could have lost that game. Okay, so
I mean, based on that, maybe James will say like, oh, if you want to do that again, like just make a bunch of random moves, I'm all for it. So Lawrence should be the one to say, all right, let's slow it down. Let's actually play some chess here.
Yeah, but the problem is that Canty's style, which is very tactical, is super good in this format because you don't have an opportunity to punish it in the most accurate of ways. And like, look at this position. There's another king on E2 now, 2 games in a row. And I feel like this is playing Canty's game. Rook B1, Rook B3.
Wait. Watch out. Your queen might be getting trapped.
I know. That's why I was yelling. Do you have to play B3 here?
I think you do, but I mean, I'm going to take a pawn. I'll probably take another one.
Was there bishop A6?
Oh, wow. There might have been. Yeah. But I mean, in any case, it's still not clear. Yeah.
It's not over. You got some king D2, rook C3 ideas.
Oh, wait, but why is he giving bishop B5?
Bishop B5. Just give the check. There's nothing to think about. Just give the check.
Well, bishop D7, I guess.
No, just come on. You gotta give a check.
The threat might be stronger than the execution, actually, because now at some point that check is going to be devastation.
I feel like he's going the wrong way. I think.
Yeah, I would have gone bishop B5. Like, how do you resist not playing that move?
I don't know. Or rook C3 and then bishop B5 to take on C8.
Yeah.
He's got to go bishop B5. I mean, he's allowing.
Knight D7 has to win too. Knight D7 and rook B8 stuff.
Oh my goodness! Did he just? This is absurd. This is absurd.
He's threatening some stuff.
Oh my goodness! Why is he moving his king?
Oh man.
You know the craziest thing is rook C8, queen H2. The C2 pawn is defending.
Queen F8. Oh,
yep. He set the whole thing up and then he didn't play it.
Yeah. Like bishop H7 is the whole. idea, but this is should be good enough.
Bishop f5.
Oh yeah,
nice.
because yeah, h2 is covered. Nice.
Yep. Big
But
win
queen
for
F-
Lawrence.
Queen f3, bishop c8. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's still spooky.
No, these games have been even for Bullet. Like this is way too chaotic, even for for my liking.
Okay, rook b8.
I want. Okay, yeah, this is. I mean, there's no problem.
Queen b8. Or yeah, I didn't even see that. There you go.
But I mean, Levy, you know, I just want some things to make sense. I'm not asking for like a perfect game, but just let me make sense of it. You know.
Wait, this is like a known losing line for Black. Oh my goodness, he's opened up his king. Listen, I get it. I hear you. 1+1 is like hardly Bullet too. Like it is, but
you don't have to just like again, White was much better, but now he's allowed this counterplay for no.
Yeah, I don't know. Knight d5. What?
Wait, you got to be kidding me.
What is he doing?
He wants DC rook h7, but that doesn't work. I mean,
because you just take because the queen's hanging.
How do you just sack a knight and like you have 56 seconds on the clock? You sack a knight. I can't comprehend. Like, can you explain it to me or no?
Well, I did say the match has been goofy. It's not going to suddenly stay. They're not going to play Catalans and Spanishes.
Okay, but yeah, but there's goofy and there's this, right?
What would you describe this as?
I mean, why you have 56 seconds? What you just let him take your knight and then
confidence is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been crushing. Queen a3, knight d5. Let's wrap it up. Oh no, there's maybe mate actually if you do it that way.
Is there knight e4? Is that like a forced mate? King d2, knight e.
No, I was worried about rook h7.
Wait, so knight d5, rook h7? Yeah, maybe not. You don't want to allow that. Just queen c3.
I feel like the plot twists of this game are not yet over.
Knight h5 is lovely.
That's a nice move though. And now rook d4 maybe. Oh, get back in there. Bishop c3.
Yeah, the rope-a-dope here, but it's actually not obvious mate. It's not.
No, but you have bishop c3, queen a6.
Queen b4 is good. No, queen b4 is really good.
This is, bishop b2 and yeah. But you had queen a6 and winning.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There was queen a6. Yeah.
Side match.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure? Is it?
Yes, it's 9.5.
Wait a second. For me, it hasn't updated, but okay, I see it now. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, this is crazy. Wow, brand new match with 17 minutes on the clock, and I mean, now if you have to make a bet, what are our live odds? Do we see the live odds? I feel like they should be like 70%. 50-50?
50-50. Yeah.
Oh, I would give Lawrence the edge, but I mean,
James just needs to slow down, like chill, take a chill pill. You know, you have time on the clock. At least, all right, here it's a very solid position. Let's see what happens.
Yes, I just feel like if Lawrence makes it out of the opening and plays a slow and steady game, James is throwing some haymakers and he doesn't have to. And at some point, one of them's just got to chill out. But, well, looks like Smarter Chess was right in their own very convoluted way. This is a very close match.
Yeah, this is okay. C5. I don't know if that really helps, but okay. FE.
Can you
okay.
don't go D5. Yeah, knight C5. It's end games now.
Oh, bishop D7. What a spot.
Oh, it's amazing. And bishop B5. Oh God. It's all tactics. I mean, it's all tactics with James.
I didn't see that coming at all. That's an incredible find.
Yep. I thought we were headed for an end game, but
yeah, now you just take, I think, on C5.
Queen D4. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
Rook B5.
Wait a second. Watch out for like, rook B5 is important. Yeah.
Yep.
Very important move. Oh, that's actually just forces the queens off. You have to go to C4, I think.
Trade the queens, take on A5.
Yeah, this one he needs to just focus and not allow any.
Okay, I would have not done that, but fine. I feel like the pawn was a huge asset. Don't play rook A5, although it's still okay. No,
Yeah,
rook
but
D6.
wait, is he allowing rook d7? Hold
Yeah,
on.
96. Rook a5.
The 96, knight g5. I mean, I wouldn't have allowed this.
Me neither. Me neither. You lose it. You lose the a pawn, and somehow knight h3, and it's a fortress.
Yeah. Like exactly. If you lose f, you probably lose g.
Oh
Okay,
my
but
god, this is insane. Rook g6. Oh
he's gotta find a
god.
way. He's got to find a way to just get the a pawn down the board.
Okay, so he's gonna make it knight and 4. What?
Wait, but
Rook
that was
g1.
rook g1.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you can still play this. Wait, this is far from over. Look at this. Wait.
Bro, this is come on. This is ridiculous. It's like
No,
not
this
losing
one-
for white.
No, I mean, I don't think so. Like
G4. Uh-oh.
this is.
I would have gone G4. I like.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have disconnected the pawns either. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Rook H5.
Yeah, you've got okay. Maybe throw in some check first.
This is so scary. H7.
H7.
Rook E6.
Wait a second. Whoa.
Oh, but
Wait,
F2 is
king
hanging.
H5. Wait. Oh my God, he gets away with this.
G5. Rook F6.
Rook F2 and Rook F6. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Rook F6 is a must, I think.
I think E4, King E3 at some point. Like Queen. Oh, that's a very, very well-timed move.
Ooh. And Lawrence, I think he can feel like he should have. He definitely had a chance there with the knight and 4. Definitely.
Absolutely, he had a chance. He has to bring his king now somehow.
Yeah, but Queen F8 is nice. And
Yep.
F4.
Now all the pawns fall. King G5.
Man, James was lucky that he didn't get mated. He brought his
Yeah,
king all the way
yeah.
up.
Lauren should. I mean, that's very tough to be cerebral at that moment to like keep all the pawns moving up together. But that was insane. What a game.
Yeah, if you keep the pawns together, like at some point, Black just gets frustrated and. Yeah. All right. This game looks good for. Wait.
Queen G4.
Looks very, very nice for white.
I would have. I don't think you could have paid me to play Rook G1 there, but it's okay. What is this structure by Black? I mean, this is Bishop C4, Queen F3, everything.
Yeah. What is? Wait. Maybe you get away with it.
Queen
somehow?
F5 is coming.
No, but oh, King D2.
Oh God.
Nice one.
Oh,
Wait,
this
and
is
this should just be over, right?
yeah. Isn't Queen F5 like mate? I mean, Rook E1, Queen
Yeah.
F. Oh my, Queen F7, Bishop G6,
Ooh, oh, 94.
Bishop
Yes,
D6, but Bishop.
that is
What the?
pretty. Oh, and Lawrence is feeling it slip yet again.
This is craziness. Can White play Queen H7? He can't, but that would have been so nice.
It would have, yeah. But this is also pretty nice. Knight G5. Wait, where's the mate exactly? So Queen H7. Whoa, it's like. Wait a sec. Bishop.
Whoa.
Bishop E8 or
Bishop F5,
should be good enough. Yeah.
and then Bishop. Yeah.
Knight F4. Rook E6. King F7.
It's a mate guy.
Okay,
Queen G6.
yeah.
Yeah. Bishop G6. There's no checks, luckily. Knight E5 and one final trap with Knight F4. But you still
Yeah, but
lose.
oh my! Wait! But why would you take with the pawn anyway? Like,
Yeah, it actually happened, but now, I mean, yeah, it's completely nuts. Rook E7 and oy. Great. What? That was so unnecessary.
yeah. All right, it's back to 2. Lawrence, I think he needs. It's safe to say he needs a result now.
Yep. What was this opening? A trump? Oh, okay. Queen H5. You know what? Once James played against me after I played Bishop G5, he played Knight G8. So of course I had to play Bishop C1.
And then?
I don't think we repeated moves,
Okay.
but I was cracking up. I'm like, this is very funny. And then after the match, he was like, yeah, sometimes I play that. I'm like, I don't think you should play it, but who am I to judge? This is really bad. This is flying out of hand now. And
Yeah, I mean that Bishop on G7 is going to be a monster. Although I like how Lawrence is doing this.
Maybe a Knight F5.
One, yeah. Oh, Bishop F. Oh, do not want to play a move like that.
Wow.
Okay. So relocates to c4. Not sure if that really helps him. Can you go like rook g8? Okay, he goes back to g7.
E6 square looking super juicy. I mean, knight a4,
E6,
something's going
yeah.
to b6. Yeah.
Lots of squares available. Yeah, this is pretty unpleasant.
That is
Okay, but that was important. Oh wait, he just
what?
Why is he bulleting everything?
Oh no. He just lost everything. All his advantages are gone now. Okay, he's trying once again to get a knight to c4.
Wait, does that work if I take?
That looks queen a1.
Wait, did he just trick me somehow? King d2?
Or he had to play maybe rook c4 first. What is going on?
Oh no, but Lawrence blundered it right back into this. So knight b2 and bishop
Guess
e5. Yeah. Oh wait,
Can you just take?
this is not the end of the story. c4. Yeah.
No, this is anything but the end of the story. b5. Oh gosh, what is happening?
I mean, they're playing this like they're under seconds.
Yeah, they're playing so fast. I don't know what to play.
Okay.
I wish Naroditsky was here. Queen g3. Oh my god, knight a4.
Yeah, knight a4 I like.
Oh,
Queen d5 instantly.
what a move. Rook
Cannot be
c8,
serious.
d7.
Wait, but this actually works for white.
Yeah, I think this is just winning.
d7, rook
Rook
c7,
b6.
king a7.
I don't know. I just yelled. I assumed there was mate.
Wait. Is it queen a2? How are you hiding here?
King c3.
King c3 hides. King c3 hides on b4. You can go to c3 and b4, I think.
Oh god, is this also? Is he also safe
Wait,
here?
no, but queen e1. Queen e1. You have
King-
to go back. Wait, why is he taking? He's lying queen f2.
Oh, he allowed queen f2. Oh
What
god.
did you do? You have 30 seconds, my guy.
Oh god, 30 seconds on the clock. Just nervous. Wow.
I mean, it's one thing like not to play well, but this is just not playing smart, right? You have 30 seconds. It's a very sharp position. You need to be incredibly accurate, and you just drop the knight.
Well, Jeffrey, I would like to sincerely apologize. It seems like I have issued a jinx. Actually, when the match was tied, I said, I actually feel like Lawrence is, finding it, himself here, and I would give him 70%. And since then, he has lost every single game. And chat pounced on me. I saw some messages. Did I really say 70-30? I got to live with that now. Basically, Lawrence has to win this game like in the next 90 seconds, or I think he won't even.
He's got to win out, that's for sure. And how many? I think we do have time for 3 games. So
But he has to win fast.
I don't even think he has to win fast, but he just has to win. Knight.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was 1+1.
Wait,
What?
you got to be kidding me.
What's going on? Where's the queen falling off the board?
This is.
I forgot we were playing bullet.
Yeah, this is a bit much. Like Canty also needs to keep a cool head. Like this match is insane, but don't. Oh wait, there's bishop h7 here, by the way.
No one's finding bishop h7. Stop it. Knight e5 wins the queen. Let's go home, everybody. Oh, or there. Jeffrey, no one's seeing bishop h7. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, probably not. But this was kind of a gift here from Canty. Like, at least Lawrence is going to be able to make this interesting, I guess.
Yes, Canty's going to give all the chat. Oh, okay. It's now forced mate in 1. He will lose 25 seconds of clock time. This is actually very smart. And man.
Yeah, he'll run it down to about what, like under 6. That's time for maybe 2 games, maybe 3.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, Lawrence just can't lose anymore. That's it. He has to win every single game. He takes. Well, that doesn't make any sense. He should have just spent the 4 seconds, right? Like.
Yeah, maybe he could have stayed an extra few seconds.
Maybe James wants the insights on chess.com not to say that he loses by timeout, but rather that he loses by checkmate. Maybe that's
a very important detail. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So Lawrence back to his close Sicilian.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, this looks terrible for white.
Yeah, I feel like he's just clicking pieces onto squares without actually sort of. Okay, queen b6 was just really like there was some ideas to go down to b2. What is Lawrence doing? What? Why is he? Taking Canty to the end game, is that the strat?
I guess. I mean, D5 is hanging. Canty should not forget. Just take on E1, I guess.
Very easy to forget that, actually. Like, just.
Oh, he might be also looking for F6 somehow. Maybe. Oh. But takes ambition. Oh, Knight C8. He has Knight C8. Okay.
I don't think he planned Knight C8. I think that's a very fortunate move. But yes, wow. Knight D1, C3, Knight B5.
Yeah,
Knight,
but Canty's holding things together, which bodes very well for him if you can drag this out.
Yes. Yes. I mean, Lawrence has to win. I mean, he doesn't. Lawrence has the advantage of having the horses, which is really nice in Bullet. The problem is that you can't do anything with them here. D4 maybe?
Maybe. Oh yeah, D4 is a big threat. So Knight C2.
Bishop A7?
Knight A4?
Oh, yeah.
B3.
Nope, that's not what you're trying to do.
Wait, but now C4. No, but there's nothing here. Your knights are just completely dominated. Wait, but Canty and he didn't. Okay, what can he do here? Let's see. Bishop H6. Yep.
Knight somewhere.
King F8.
Oh, King F8 is a problem. Yeah, you gotta. I did not think that was a problem. Bishop B8. Yeah, just gotta go for it. Just try to mate him.
But there shouldn't be anything there, right? King F8.
Probably not. Oh yeah, this is.
And that's. Oh wait, that's just lights out.
Yeah, King F8 looks over.
Sad ending. Most likely to this match.
Don't think. Yeah, I mean, three-point lead with 3 minutes to go, and
yeah, Lawrence sinks down in his chair. He knows it.
This is definitely a tough feeling. I mean, it's kind of nice to know you're gonna lose the whole match, like in 3+1. You know what I mean? But
oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is different because you tied the match. Like he got all the way back.
I mean, you had merit to say that he should have been the favorite when he won like 3 games in a row and tied it. All the momentum was on his side.
Yep.
But he just couldn't hold his nerve in the critical moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the reverse of what happened a few times to Canty, where he would get a big win and then he would, he would totally spiral out of control. By the way, we're seeing this phenomenon of one side clinches the match and then plays basically the worst game of their life. I've seen that before.
Wait, that's just a piece.
That's just complete. This is what I'm saying. Like, yeah. I mean, the quality of like the last 2 games of these matches, if the match is not close, is shocking. Like I remember I beat Rosen in a game right at the end, and it was like okay, there we go, G4. That's how you know.
Yeah, it's time for this.
Yeah. When the match is close with 2 games left, it's like super complicated. Now this is just, let's just run the clock out and yeah, I don't know. This is a very tough. It's a very tough ending, obviously, for Lawrence, but
yeah, it just felt like those games where he had good positions, but he was literally just playing like his hair was on fire, and I didn't understand why.
Yeah, we'll ask, we'll see. We're gonna get them in for an interview and immediately be like, why do you think you haven't won this event for another year in a row? And I mean, we have Greg Shahade in the chat. He's gonna rub it in. And yeah, it's going to be great. Now, these interviews, are also a lot of fun. They're like a mini therapy when you lose a match. It's like,
yeah, true.
You might as well win in the Marshall Chess Club here in New York City, we have a guy who is a master. He's like 2100 or some 2000, but we always call him the Grandmaster of Postmortems. Because he loses to you, but then he will like tell you all the moments he thought you were worse. And to the extent that he would literally like be on the lunch break of a one-day chess tournament, would go to his car and analyze the game with the engine and come back to you by round 3 and go, you missed this like move. And you're like, are you insane? Like, what are you doing? Like I won. Like what do you? Huh?
I've got a little bit of that in me. Like I can be super analytical too at times and really do
Yeah,
some deep dives. And it's like I played a game against somebody 7 rounds ago, and then all of a sudden
Yeah, but Jeffrey,
I'll
you don't
bring it
follow
up.
them around a parking lot or something, being like,
No,
"I
I
saw
don't
Stein."
stalk. Yeah, I don't stalk them, but I can see where this guy's head is at.
That's a very reasonable take. We just nicknamed him the God of Postmortem, and you know, that was
All
that.
right, well there we have it.
Yeah, that's the
Finals
match. Canty is our finalist, and wow, what a match it was. I think we're gonna go for a short break before we get the players in on a call. Hopefully we have all 4 people here, but if not, we can definitely guarantee you that Canty will be here. And yeah, congratulations. We have our second finalist. We have our full finals matchup now. James Canty the third versus Eric Rosen the first. As far as I know, I don't think there's a senior. Yeah, we'll be back right after. I don't know if we have some sort of commercial to show you, but probably. That concludes our semifinal matchup for today. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to this semifinal matchup interview. I am most certainly not Grandmaster Amon Hambleton. I am International Master Levy Rosman, and I am joined by both players. Gentlemen, I wanted to say when we were off the air that I've been knocked out of this event 3 times now, so I sit here as a humble spectator of the game, and I want to start with James. Yeah, take us through the match, because you had a couple of really big leads, right? And then Lawrence made a run at that 3+1. So what was going through your head like when it was tied up and the last 15 minutes of the match?
Yeah, in fact, at first, I was at the gym, right, and then he put this tweet out, and I'm like, oh, that's what it is. He put the tweet. If y'all didn't see the tweet, go watch the tweet. Follow me on Twitter, follow Lawrence on Twitter, go watch the tweet, right? So I'm thinking there's going to be no talk at all, really, because I'm like, I didn't hear nothing. Then he posted it while I'm at the gym in the middle of doing some leg extensions, mid-leg extension, right? And then I see it, and I'm like, wow, oh, that's how it is, bet. So I had to hurry up, get out the gym. He cut my gym time short. So I was already mad. Because I couldn't get him out of my head, honestly. So that happened, right? I get back to the house, and then we ready for this match, right? So I play the 5-1, and that was really honestly tough. It was so hard playing with Lawrence, but after I lost, we got that draw, then I lost, and I was almost down that second game. I think when I drew that or won that game that I was supposed to lose, that was a turning point. So as soon as I was supposed to lose that game, I won it. That was a turning point for me. I was feeling good. I was feeling in the groove, got the kinks out. Then when we get to the 3-1 portion, and then he started running off some wins, and I'm getting mad. Like, bro, how is he like, what is this? Like, yo, he started leveling up. Like, the bald head powers out of nowhere. It just started like, I don't know what it was, but it really was getting to me, bro. And so I was like, okay, we got to take a break. He catching up. Then we get to the bullet portion. And I was like, you know what? I play a lot of bullet, 2700. We're gonna go to work. Hopefully, he makes some blunders like he was doing during the match. So some blunders. I got lucky in some parts. He dropped some pieces, helped me out. So
yeah, great.
I'm not even sure what to say. Jeffrey, you got a question?
I do. Yeah, I wanted to ask Lawrence. Obviously, I think you came in here saying about the same. In that 5 minute, we just felt like you left so many opportunities there on the table. You started really well. I think you were up by 1. You had the game where you were up a queen, and you maybe had a few mates there.
I mean, that's just one example, right? I mean, I play Rook G2, open up the king, and I'm just on autopilot, and then I can't find them. And then, when those things start happening, but I mean, come on, I mouse slipped twice, right? I mean, there was a game where I had the pawn on B3 and I went B4, and there was another mouse slip. That's 2 points just there, right? In winning positions. There's the queen game. I blundered the rook on E6. He went king F7, and I did, I mean, like, obviously, clearly I wasn't at the races today. I've just come back from Madrid, shattered, but I mean, not making excuses. I mean, but obviously, clearly when I'm blundering so hugely, I can't really expect to win. I mean, to even have a chance going into the bullet was quite surprising, given.
Right. This was actually my question, which was like, how were you able to mentally recover from all of that and tie the match in the bullet?
Well, I mean, I didn't mentally recover, if I'm totally honest. I just kind of winged it to the bullet, and then even in the bullet, I think the second game I hung a piece. I was hanging things on deep. I mean, it was just atrocious. It was just so bad. I just wasn't there. Don't deserve to win. James fully deserves it. He's a great character. Really enjoy his chess. And I think if I was a bit more sharp, I would have probably done a better job today. But can't make excuses. Leaving pieces on pre, no bueno.
Lawrence, I was going to ask you, you and I are 2 competitors who were in this event who got opportunities to play our arch nemesis. Myself with Eric Rosen and you with Greg. So,
right. Sorry. Yeah.
I just wanted your advice on how to overcome a nemesis, and actually win. And I got slaughtered in my match. So I don't know if you have any thoughts on.
Well, what you've got to do is you've got to see them for who they really are. In your case, Eric Rosen. He's captain average. All right. So you go on your wall, you print out a nice picture of him, print out captain average, look at it every night you go to bed. Okay. A nice week before the event.
Got it.
Yeah. And just tell yourself, this is the guy I'm supposed to be afraid of.
I'm
right?
doing that tonight.
And
Thank you.
You know, you put
Thank
a few
you.
wins together, and then you
Wow.
realize, oh, okay, he was captain average.
Wow.
With
this
Greg,
is-
I
wow.
mean, to be honest, the guy, I mean, he's a bigger expert in other stuff, CrossFit and whatnot, than this game. So I actually don't consider him a rival anymore. James is a much more worthy opponent, and I'm really excited to see James in the final against Eric. It's going to be a tough one, I think, for James as well. Hopefully, you get the right kinds of positions against Eric. I think that's going to be key for you to make a go of it, because he's a tricky character as well.
Might have to hire Trent like Fabi did, you know. I might have to hire Trent, man. You hear that, guys? Wow, Trent on payroll. I got him. Appreciate it, brother.
It's been
Speaking of that match, just wondering, James, do you have any previous experience playing against Eric at all?
Actually, I played Rosen back in the day when I was a young lad Jedi. I had a little stick there and the saber didn't even work right. You know what I mean? It was like probably 4 years ago, to be honest. And it was a bullet game. So I remember, actually, no, I lost one and I drew one back then. So it was a long time ago. Eric, I'm sure, obviously, been beasting up his rating and working behind the scenes. So, hey, it's going to be interesting. He's going to approach me all nice and soft, right? You know, he's just a very calm guy, you know. All right, don't want to beat anyone. Let's just have some chats. But I'm about to hit him real hard with the saber, like, because he's not going to be nice to me, right? It's going to be all nice and cute. That's how he gets you. You think he's all nice and like,
right.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Oh no, my queen, right? And then he destroys you, right? That's how he gets you. So it's not I see past it. It's not happening.
Well, I feel like that's a very nice note to sign off on. I love it. I feel like the final is coming up here in, James, you have you got like 3 or 4 days to just get some more leg extensions in. I think Eric will not interrupt you at the gym. If you want, I'll tweet at you to make you mad, like on his behalf.
Sweet.
And then I can like record it. I could do a deep fake of Eric, trash talking.
That'd be great.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for the match.
Thanks,
It was
guys.
tremendous fun, and all the best.
Cheers. See ya.
We'll let our contestants go here and preview the final match that's coming up. James Canty III versus Eric Rosen the first, allegedly. I don't. Jeffrey, what are your picks?
Yeah, I think Lawrence made a very good point when he said, try and get Eric out of his comfort zone, try to get into your comfort zone, right? What are the positions that you want to get into? Because I think the onus is always on the underdog player to come in with a very good match strategy. You know that it's a very, very tough job ahead. So to get, prepare very, very well, I think, in the opening, try and figure out certain spots to exploit. And obviously, Eric's the favorite. There's no doubt about it. But if we know anything about James, he's gonna come in with full force.
Yeah, I think James will be putting his pawn on d4, followed by a knight on c3 and a bishop on f4. It seemed to be the exclusive weapon of today's match. We'll see if Eric is provocative with the black pieces or what he's going to do against that. I think Eric will mix it up. I think he'll play it into a couple of different openings. Hopefully it's as close as this one, or at least as dramatic as this one. And I think that's all for today. Appreciate you all joining us for the semifinal matchup and the last one, the finals of the I'm Not a GM Speed Chess Championship presented by Landover will be, they told us 28th, 29th.
Yeah, I think
28th.
It's the next rest day for the candidates. So on the 28th, make sure you book your calendars. And Levy, it was a great pleasure for me being with you here today.
Yeah, likewise. This was tremendous fun. I don't know if it's going to be me and you. I don't know who's going to be there, but regardless of who's there, we have a guarantee that James Canty, Eric Rosen will show up. They will be ready to go. And we will see you then. We were signing off with the I'm Not a GM Speed Chess Championship presented by Landover.